Hello, my beautiful words of love. My name is Sabrina, and welcome to this tarot extended reading. For those of you who are used to my Let's Talk, I have moved it on to another video, so it should come out in the same time as this. I might change that eventually, but for now it's staying like that. So come check me out there. And also, for those of you who don't know, I have a podcast called Welcome to Your Journey with Katarina. And we do a tarot mini-series that comes out every Saturday. And we're also in a chakra mini-series right now, which we've done root, solar plexus, and heart. And we're doing sacral chakra next. You can check that out this Thursday, August 22nd at 5:55 p.m. Eastern Time. And just like that, I hope you enjoy the bloopers and I hope you enjoy the talks. And I just want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you who follows, likes, comments, subscribes, and does everything for me on this channel. I truly appreciate your comments, which are very lengthy, and I feel like the guidance is shared, right? And I take on your guidance as well, so I really appreciate you. I just love you and enjoy these extendeds. And I'll see you when I see you. Also, you can book a session with me for an Akashic Records reading, a tarot reading. I've also opened up a chakra healing tarot reading. Sorry. Like in each chakra I pull cards for it. It's kind of fun. It's like different, and it heals you throughout the session as well. But it's a tarot reading. And my spiritual guidance, I've changed it to soul journey sessions, where I'm excited because you can come with me with questions that you have on this journey, and I'm there to answer, and we're there to converse and talk. And there's a whole bunch of different, I keep changing and adding because I get bored, and that's my Leo rising in me. All right, I'll see you in the, oh my God, I'll see you in your readings. All right, bye. Super beautiful she or he or whatever it is, a she, whatever, is, it could be a he though, but she has boobies. Anyways, because swords is divine masculine. Anyways, Sabrina, okay, let's get this party started. Okay, the Eight of Swords is about he or she is in this water, which is healing. The Eight of Swords is confusion, is about, oh my God, I'm gonna breathe, Sabrina, breathe. Okay. All right. I think my head is being cut off too. Okay, let's go backwards a little bit. Okay. That you've created. There's a word I'm looking for with an F, but I can't. It's not coming to my mind. So there's like you. Anyway. It's like my words are, I'm losing my words. Anyways, all right. We got this. Okay. So, what was I gonna say? Okay, this is your previous. I can't talk. I lost my concentration. Framework. That's the word. Oh, wow. I'll get this party started. All right. Like a really, like a D root. A D root? A detour. Oh my God, what is wrong with you? Oh man, okay, wow. Dyslexia much. Detour. Stop rejecting and start. No, what was it? Reject? No. Forget it. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Wow, man, these bloopers are going to be funny. Accept. No. Forget it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. All right. I'm not asking questions anymore. It's like so silly. I don't even understand. This glitching. The glitching of the world. Love this, love this. The power of the power. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel it. Okay, let's do this again. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got the power of the and like rainbowish, like. Hello, my beautiful Aries. We got grounding. So we have someone praying, I guess, into a lotus flower with the roots coming all the way down. And I mean, the symbol of earth. There's a feeling here of, I mean, if anyone hasn't listened to my root chakra podcast, check that out on my Facebook and my YouTube. We talk a lot about this grounding and how imperative and important it is to be in a grounding state of mind right now, because a lot of us either could be floating, right? Because maybe a lot of you are losing a lot of weight, or, you know, not hungry, or finding yourself in your mind a lot, and that's keeping you like all unbalanced and unable to, there's people, what I'm feeling here is that people could be overthinking, which is a big thing for everybody, but or just challenged with your relationships, challenged with your jobs, challenged with your lifestyle, challenged with people in your life. And this is asking you, can you just focus on one thing and not your relationship and not that? Can you focus on, go outside and just go focus on, like she is, on this lotus flower, right? Like loving it, fully loving it, and the earth will respond, right? The earth will like thank you and be grateful, and will exchange that energy. When we are focused on money, when we're focused on love, when we're focused on these flies like all around me, when we're focused on what's bothering us, we are not connecting to earth. It's really interesting. So what is going on with you, my beautiful Aries? We have judgment. Oh my God. The card here is someone wrapped in a white sheath of fabric tightly all around her. And she's in a cup, which is really interesting. Judgment is ruled by Pluto, which is that breakdown planet. Breakthrough moments, like very uncomfortable moments. And it's a Scorpio energy as well. The fact that judgment is showing up is that you're freaking judging yourself. Really, you're criticizing yourself. You're putting a lot of what's going wrong in your life, what's not working in your life on you. And I'm asking you to stop doing that. The judgment card could also be a moment of revelation, awakening, like seeing through the whole bullshit around you, seeing everything. So let's like see where it's at. Look at this. Oh. So the 6 of coins, I love it. 6 of coins is the 6 of pentacles, Taurus. Giving, receiving, exchange. Oh, perfect, exactly that. And this is like an earth sign, which is an earth sign right here. There is and Taurus and Scorpio are the exact opposites on the zodiac sign. So that's really interesting. There's these moments of your bursts of, I can't anymore, and I'm an idiot, and I'm a loser, and I can't believe I wasted all my time on this person, or I can't wait like spend so much time on this project, or you know, like you berating yourself, you getting upset at yourself for doing something that is already done. Right? It's already done. So why wasting your energy on it? It's done. So over. You can look back and say, okay, next time I ain't gonna be spending that much energy on that, and right. And this is like, okay, now you know. Now you know how to, now you know where to put your energy into this exchange. Now you know that maybe you don't give so much energy to your job, or you don't give so much energy into this relationship, and you take more. Now, I'm not saying to fully take, right? It's a give and take. You're not here to fully give, you're not here to fully receive either. Exchange is how it's happening here. And if you did, If you want to listen to my Let's Talk, it's on a separate video, but I talk a lot about that. Mother Earth and I are partnering together, and this is what's happening here. So let's just see. Your challenge is the Four of Wands. Your challenge is advancement. The Four of Wands is usually the four pillars of your life: your work, your relationships, your lifestyle, your health, your body, whatever it is, like the mind, body, all of it. It's interesting to me that it's your challenge. It's almost like the universe is like, hey, you have everything here. It's all set up for you, and you're still overlooking this because you're still focusing on someone else's lack of giving to you, or you lack of receiving, or lack of, you know what I'm saying? So stop focusing on that which keeps you stunted here. You're like you're attaching perhaps to older, because this is like a past energy, older patterns, older belief systems. Well, he didn't do this and she didn't do this, and I'm gonna hold on to that for the rest of my life. And the universe is like, yo, you're never going to be grounded if you do. You're never going to be able to participate in this, in your life purpose. You're never going to be able to participate in this miracle that we're here, because you're so attached to this thing from the past that is over. And you're like, they're trying to push you into the achievement here, into being the star that you are, to opening your eyes and opening that third eye of yours, and remembering there's so much more here than just that meets the eye, right? There's so much more than meets the eye. Exactly what that is. Interesting. Yes, Sabrina, it's so interesting. King of Wands, Leo energy. Look at this King of Wands too, though. He's scaling these rays of light. He ain't getting burnt. He's not allowing, and a Leo energy is your brother energy. It's a fire energy. He's not allowing the sun rays to get in his way. He's like, no, I'm still climbing. I'm going to shine my light where I need to shine. This could be someone in your life, a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could also be a divine masculine in your life that is here to help you move forward, move like through this like stagnancy that you're in, move through this like self-criticism, self-judgment, a part of you holding on to the past, a part of you not able to see clearly. You know, you're not even able to receive love because you're just so attached to how it was before. And this is the grounded energy coming in. Mother Earth, universe, God, your higher self is like, hey, can you just like let this go, please? And a practice that they're showing here is to just like, can you just look at the plant, and can you love the plant and focus your energy on this? You can raise a vibration for the plant, and you can raise a vibration for you. Next, can you do something else? Everything that you do is mindful instead of egoful, right? Instead of like berating yourself, instead of condescending yourself into everyone else, because it's not anyone else's fault either, right? It's like not blaming them and not blaming you. Just saying, okay, this is what happened. Very, very uncomfortable. Was a little bit painful. It wasn't like where I would like to be in the next steps of my life. So you know what? I see it. I'm going to observe it. I'm going to say, okay, I see where I may have overgiven, and I see where they may have overgiven or overshared or whatever. And now I'm going to move forward instead of like holding on to that and say, well, I'm going to bring it up to you in 3 months from now, and 6 months from now, and 10 minutes. Yeah, like, delete that shit from your head and your mind and your body, because your universe wants you moving forward, wants you embodying this King of Wands, wants you embodying this like rise. I love it. Wow. I didn't remember. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. This is like a fool card energy. This is like just, it's time to move away from this. There's no point in you being here. You have, you're ungrounding yourself. You're keeping yourself, you're in limbo because you're choosing that path. You're like, no, I'm not choosing that path, Sabrina. Like, yeah, we make the choices. We have divine will. It's up to us to choose the next path, the next steps. If we keep holding on to how they treated me and how my boss treated me yesterday, and my colleague talked about me and behind my back, and he gave me money and now he stopped giving me money, and she did this, and like, who cares? It's not who cares. I fully support you and I understand you, but it's like, why do you want to hold on to that energy? That's just dense energy that you're trying to clear from your body. So why would you want to hold on to it? I would rather hold on to like looking at the lotus and talking to it, right? I would rather like, talking to Mother Earth and asking her, how can you help me here? How can you support me? Can you show me the way? Like, body, show me the way to make to the next step. Mind, show me the way. Soul, like speaking in that way instead of holding on. I feel like some of you are holding on and it's really challenging for you to let go. But the moment you let go, even if it's something beautiful, even if it's a twin flame energy, even if it's a whatever, let it all go. Let it go. Because if it's meant to be, it will be back. But if you keep holding on to it and you keep holding on to an outcome, and you keep holding on to what was, you will never get it. By the way. That's the little trick that the universe hasn't expressed to you. The more you hold and attach to an outcome that is made up in your mind, your path will never, your journey will never take flight, kind of thing. Because it's like you're stuck in an outcome and you're stuck in the known. And the universe wants you in the unknown. Leaping. Priestess. Wow. How are you being called to step up and lead? Like, seriously, this is your high priestess. High priestess is your intuition. Are you listening to yourself? This is the whole thing. Are you listening to what the voice inside you is telling you? Or are you listening to the voice inside you that's like creating fear, impatience, like disappointment, pain, and suffering? Well, you know that that's not your higher self, because your higher self would never create that, ever. That's discernment. And how do you get out of that? It's not that easy to. I totally am with you, people. But change it around. When you're feeling all these feels, go and talk to your plant. Go put your focus on the lotus. Go put your focus on the water. Go put your focus on whatever, the crystal, the pillow, whatever, the piece of art in front of you. Change it right away. Boom. You'd be amazed how your ego will just shut down like instantaneously. Because it's focused on something else. It's gonna like get triggered a little bit, and your soul is like gonna lighten up and say, "Yeah, it's like go focus there, honeys." And that's like that's a really good practice. I think I'm gonna write that down after you, because it's true. It's just that instant change, and it's a program, right? So you are reprogramming your mind. So now when you feel grief, you turn to a plant, and now your ego knows what's good. They're going to turn to the plant. They're going to talk to the plant, and the plant's going to give them the healing that they need, and the ego is going to shut down. That's how we cancel, clear, delete the old, and bring in the new. Surrender to your full power, people. The Leo energy, which is the King of Wands energy. I kind of love it. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. I mean, it's like right here. But playing it small is like being attached to that. It's holding on to the old story. That's playing small. Or bringing back how someone has hurt you, bringing back and like playing the victim, playing that, oh, poor me, I work really hard, I still don't make money, but everything happens when it's going, like, the thing is that we really, really need to trust in divine timing. Nobody has that. Nobody has any patience. That hasn't happened, Sabrina. We need to do something about it. There's nothing to do about it. Can you let it go? Can you trust it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen? And it's not yet time for you. Can you trust that? This is the message of the week, peoples. I'm like, I want to give you another message. So one last message for Aries, please. What do they need to know? Triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. It's basically the triple moon. Body, mind, and soul. Working in collaboration with all of them. Trusting and listening to your body, listening to your mind, and like working with the mind, like the way I said it. Like reprogramming. I kind of like that. Those are really beautiful messages. All right, my beautiful Aries. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And a big shout out to Laurie for supporting me on Ko-fi, which you can do too if you'd like. You just check out the link below. I love you so, so much, Aries. You got this. This is a time for you to reprogram. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. We got Earth Healing, 3811. Before I get into this reading, I want to thank all my Ko-fi members, Hilde, Kinga, Nicole, Lynn, and Patile for supporting me on this journey. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone else for liking, commenting, subscribing, and just being here. So Earth Healing is freaking beautiful, my beautifuls. I love it. I want to read to you a little blurb from this book, which is the Lightworker Oracle. If you've been wondering if the spiritual work you are doing is making a contribution, take this oracle as a validation that it is. What you are doing matters. Yes, you are going to expand and grow in the work you are doing and the impact that you have in the world because you are capable of that. But you are already helping in ways that you may not realize, but that the earth and the spiritual worlds do. You have loved the earth enough to take human form and do your work here. She knows it and she will reward you richly for it. Keep working, shining, and growing, dear one. Your presence here is so needed and honored. I mean, I love this freaking card. I was like, wow, man. We don't hear enough of the gratitude, right? And Earth is always thankful for us. And you can also check out my Let's Talk. I talk a lot about this as well, this collaboration that we have with Mother Earth. And it's with her that we are able to achieve what we are achieving, right? We are doing so much. This to me feels like a lot of you have been maybe questioning your jobs, your career choices, or projects that you started, and it's like it's go time. Don't worry about what happened in the past, why, blah, blah, blah. Just keep moving forward. And I feel when I look at this that there's so much more coming towards you that you have no idea. So be open to that, Taurus. Let us begin. The Eight of Swords, confusion. So it's that feeling here, that feeling that some of you are in work and relationships, you're feeling like all that effort I'm putting into this, is it going to be fruitious? Is it going to come to something? Like you're in your mind, you're like, I'm not seeing anything, Sabrina. You keep telling me that abundance is coming. You keep telling me that this is coming. And I keep telling you that divine patience, divine timing, and everything it will happen when they happen. But you're so much in your head right now that probably you're blocking things. Interesting. Ooh, the Seven of Swords, but in this one is progress. So the Seven of Swords in a normal deck is lies, dishonesty, you know, like stealing from you. But in this one, it's almost a different aspect of it, which there is a different aspect to Seven of Swords. It's like non-conformity, doing things on your own terms, on your own way of doing things. And the fact that the 8 and the 7 has shown up here, which I kind of like this, because it's confusion into progress. You know, some of you are blocked. Some of you are not trusting in this process, and that's why the earth has come in and said, hey, you're doing everything the way you're supposed to do. Can you stop being in your head? Can you stop overthinking? Can you stop thinking that this should have happened now because I put it on my vision board? This should have happened now because it's happening for everyone else around me, so why isn't it happening to me? Huh? And it's like the mother is like, are you for real? And exactly. And your higher self is saying the same thing, right? You're doing good progress. Can you trust that? Can you be okay in this discomfort? You know, the roller coaster ride is for real. And can you be okay to be in the dips? But because you know when the roller coaster goes like this, it will come up again. So I feel like this is like a little confidence boost for Taurus here. It's just a way to tell you that you are moving through something perhaps uncomfortable in your life. You're starting to see the light a little bit more and more and more. And there's always that fear. You know, when you see the light, oh, it's going to get dark again. That's what's happening here. And it's like, can you move through this lack of clarity? It's there for a reason. I kind of like this. Like, let me just see the challenge so I have a better... Oh, the King of Swords. I love it. The King of Swords is height. It's like his head. It's interesting. Anyways, the King of Swords is an Aquarius energy. The King of Swords is... The Seven of Swords is Aquarius as well, by the way. And the 8 is Gemini. So it's all air signs showing up, all mental energy. So a lot of us are in our minds here. And the King of Swords energy is... It's a nasty energy. In he is the king that is cutthroat, right? Says what it is, even though you don't like to hear it. In reverse. Like in upright, he's a little bit like that too. But in the fact that he's there, just could be someone that is a little manipulative, a little jealous, but who is proactively telling you that you're wrong, or that you don't know what you're doing, or there could be a very uncomfortable energy right now in your life. And it could be a divine masculine, doesn't have to be. It could be a woman with a divine masculine energy, kind of like a very aggressive energy, I feel. Someone in your life cutting you down, someone in your life holding you back, or trying to, you know, like an obstacle in your life. Someone who is, I feel like, very jealous. That's the word that's coming up more and more. And of your progress. Right, because you're in your head a lot here. You're trying to move through this, even though like some of you maybe have found your way in your path. There's still that like underlying, you're not good enough. How are you gonna? You're good now, but what about in 5 years and 10 years and 5 months? You know, the way Taurus is always thinking about stability, really. And here the universe is saying, yay, you're doing good. Can you get out of your heads, please? I don't know who this is, but let's see what's going on. The teacher, oh wow. This is Hierophant. This is you. Clarity, the teacher. Oh, I love this. Look at this. So, yes, we have you a little bit tormented by your own thoughts. You're completely weighing yourself down. Of like a little bit like Aries, attaching to outcomes, future outcomes. attaching to assumptions even. Well, last time it worked like this, so maybe this, you know, like you're already starting your journey in fear mode, in lack mode, in like, I don't think I have enough, so I'm gonna hold on, or whatever, something. This is like an interesting energy here that's showing up. And the progress, the Seven of Swords, is actually showing up in this one, saying you're doing good. Even though you're very uncomfortable right now, or even whatever area of your life is, maybe you're feeling like Mother Earth is like, you're doing great. And the King of Swords shows up, which could be you, but I don't feel like it's you. I literally feel like there's someone in your life that is jealous, envious, who is purposefully holding you back without you even knowing it. Right? Like it's very underlying, it's like sly, or it could be very overt in your face, because King of Swords is not a very quiet type. Right? There's a feeling, maybe some of you are coming up against some judicial issues, police, you know, that medical issues, perhaps it's medical, health reasons coming up. Maybe some of you are going through these energies and you're not feeling great. You're feeling massive headaches, you know, discomfort in the body. You know, the Aquarius, I don't know what they rule. I'd have to look it up. But definitely the mind is at play here, the head, you know, like things are coming up in your body, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling guilty, all these things showing up here. And then the Hierophant shows up and it's like, hello, Taurus, you're the master here, you're the teacher. Let's step you back into that role. Whether someone is trying to like create a diversion in your life, or like hold you back from moving into the next, I think we need to get clear here and remember who you are again. You're the teacher, you're the leader, you're the authority, not this. Don't allow someone else to come in and tell you that you're wrong, or that you're doing it like you should do it this way or that way, or la la la. Or there could be blockages when it comes to government, like rules and regulations, and maybe some of you are in the process of doing some moving, and it's like, no, you can't do this. And trust yourself. Trust that inner voice inside you. What is it saying? It says continue. You'll find a way. We'll find you a loophole. That is the big thing for me. This is where I feel like people forget that we have that power to do so, and we continue trusting your instinct. And that's this. This is the Seven of Swords. I love the Seven of Swords in this deck. It's like you're on the right path. Even if this is showing up and this is showing up, remember who you are. What a powerful reading. Okay, we have Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Never mind, like this is the Hierophant energy. You're not alone in this, and that's the whole thing I just said right now. It's like we forget who we are, and that everything is a movie, and everything has been already set. The program is set. We already know what you're going to be doing next. Can you trust it? Don't back down. Don't get all in your head. Don't allow no King of Swords or any other energy, king or queen or anyone, come in the way of what Mother Earth is pushing you towards. Birthing of a new age. You're dreaming a new world into being. I mean, exactly. And I don't know, Taurus, if you're here in this journey and you feel the same thing as me, but I do feel like I'm here for a reason. And that is that. And if we continuously fall back on ourselves, and we continuously mistrust our guidance, and we continuously what is the word I'm looking for? Yeah, distrust ourselves, then we can't lead. We can't be the Hierophants. We can't birth this new age. We can't walk alongside our ancestors, our soul family, you know, and our Mother Earth, right? Because we're here to do something new, different, innovative, creative. We're dreaming the new dream. Are you ready to do that? It's not going to be the same as the old. It's completely new. Don't move backwards. Don't let no King of Swords take you back into the Paleolithic time. Let's move forward. Wow. Surrender your fear of change. Oh my God, I love it. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. I mean, this is so, I love it. This reading is phenomenal for me because this is Taurus being propelled outside of its like little stability, saying, let's do this. How can we change our lives? You know, how can we change the world if we can't change our lives? How can we dream this new dream if we were constantly holding on to the old and not trusting ourselves? So whoever this is for you, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or anyone, masculine energy, it's time to break away from that and remember who you are. You are the Hierophant, you are the teacher, you are the master, you are the wise one. It's not to be like ego about it. It's to be, this is to go inside and listen to yourself. Listen to that inner wisdom that wants to emerge. If you're ready, don't be afraid of change. It's time to move away from the old systems. All right, we have one last I don't know why they're all like screwed up. It's one last message for Taurus, please. There you go. Mystic Star. Harmony in the home and great friendships. Oh, beautiful. So we leave with you with that. You will have like harmony within your soul, with your friendships, with your relationships, when you start really embodying and embracing your Hierophant, your spiritual, not spiritual, your inner wisdom. And you start listening to yourself because you are being propelled into something new and exciting, and like it's like walking away from this old belief system and old energy, and you know what it is, so trust it. All right, my beautifuls, I love you, love you, love you. I will see you next week, and check out, what am I doing? Like, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can, and check out my Let's Talk this week and my new chakra, sacral chakra, that's coming out on Thursday. I love you. I'll see you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got Dark Angel. So Dark Angel reminds me of the devil energy, which I like at this point in time. If you our Tarot Devil podcast came out on YouTube on Saturday. You can check that out. It's really beautiful. But we go dive deep into the devil and this like this misguided view on the devil, and the Dark Angel showing up for this reason. I'm like, we're in a polarized world where there is light and dark and angel and devil kind of energy, and the fact that the showing up here is your shadow aspect. I feel with this is some of you are trying to open a door that's locked. It's even like, you know, caution, do not cross. And you're stubborn and you're like, I'm going to go through this. No one's going to tell me what to do kind of thing. But the universe has locked that door. And they continuously lock the door. They're like, yo, get out. Detour. Go away. Like Gemini, stop going into that door. Because you keep going and you keep like, it's like you're testing yourself, and it's like, enough of the tests, we're done. It's like, can you see that closed locked door? Can you see that there's another path open? There's another door waiting for you to be open, but you keep going to the same one all the time. You keep trying with the same relationship. You keep sticking to the views of everyone else and not you. Like someone else thinks that you should do this, so you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this. But what do you want to do, Gemini? Who do you want to be with? Like, how do you want to leave your mark in this world? Does it not like conform to everyone else? Too bad. Like that's the feeling here. That's the devil. The devil's like, yo, man, I'm not like in the devil card. I wish I had a thing here, but the devil card, it's the devil, and underneath are the lovers, which is Gemini, and they have shackles. Like they have chains around them and they're handcuffed. But the chains can easily come over their heads. So the devil's like, I'm not trapping you. You're trapping yourself because you believe that you can't do this. You believe that you have, that you need to stick to the status quo, that you need to continue living the life that everybody else wants you to live. You keep you keep following other people's rules, and and the devil's like, no. Change the door. Change the path. Not everyone's going to be happy when you change the door and the path. I can guarantee that 1,000%. But why are you being adamant about this relationship, about this job, about this project, about this career, about this lifestyle, about your health, about everything? Why are you sticking to what is supposed to, or, it's not. That's what I love about this card. I really love this card, actually. The Dark Angels ask you to go deep inside and say, I'm uncomfortable because I'm choosing to be in this situation. I need to step back. I need to take off that chain around my head that will easily come off my head and now choose me. And choose wisely. Like choose the next step because I'm choosing the next step for me. And I'm not gonna hold on and keep hitting my head against the wall all the time. This is an interesting energy to me. Okay, let's just look at the cards. I could stay there forever. Two of Swords. Exactly. What an interesting. The Two of Swords is that the typical card is it's like a woman with a blindfold and she has two swords, which are two truths, right? It's uncomfortable truths. She doesn't want to see. She doesn't want to see the truth. The door that is closed. She's like, I don't want to deal. I want to just continue trying to open that door. What is it? Where in your life? Where are you uncomfortable? What choices that you? I feel like you're at a fork in the road, which we got last week or 2 weeks ago. Definitely there again. Still having a hard time making a choice. You're still having a hard time choosing you. The Three of Cups. So there's three hands, the three cups. The Three of Cups is usually socializing, networking, coming together with other people, collaborating. Maybe this is a really beautiful omen here, is that you're needing to open yourself up and ask for help. When's the last time you asked for help? And in a way that would further you. It's interesting. I spoke to a Gemini last week in my DMs, and you're watching this right now. And she's like, I went out with my friends, and they told me they wanted to treat me. They were, helping me. They were treating me to food, or they're treating me here, and I didn't have to pay. And my independent self came out, and I was rejecting them. And this is where your inability to receive affects how you receive love in your relationship, affects how you receive abundance in your life, or affects how you receive healing in the body. It affects everything. It's one of the biggest obstacles of humans. I'm independent. I don't need them. I don't like, no, you don't need anything anyways. But it's being offered to you. It's not your friend that's offering you. It's their higher self offering it to you. Because everything is a test, people, and everything is a lesson. So next time someone says, I paid for you, don't like I did that yesterday. I went out with a friend of mine and she paid for me. I'm going to the washroom and she paid for everything. And I'm like, oh, you know, my Italianism came out. I'm like, no, I can't allow that. And I'm putting money in your face. And she's like, yo, right? Because I would do the same. And I said, yes, you're right. I need to learn to receive. Because I will pay again another time, whatever. But it doesn't even matter that. So this is showing up. I actually really believe here, Gemini, is that you are, your dark night of the soul here is that you are not able to take. And that is actually affecting your path. Because the devil card is a feminine energy. It's an earth sign, which is nurturing and receiving. Doing things, receiving. It's also giving. It's giving and receiving. Learning the art of. And I'm like focusing on wow, man. The Two of Hearts union is your challenge. So this speaks freaking volumes. You can't even explain to you. Whether you're in relationships or not, you, my beautiful Gemini, okay, let's say you're single. You're probably having a hard time. You're like, I don't understand why I can't get into a relationship. Well, perhaps it's because you cannot receive love. Right? Perhaps you are overly affectionate and everyone's like, well, you're like, you know, or perhaps you're cold and reserved and you're untrusting, so I'm gonna give like this and I'm not gonna take anything. Is this sounding familiar? If you're in relationships that there's like a disconnect, you're always, because you're never like really sure how to give, how to receive. You're not like there's a like you don't want to ask for help from your husband or your wife. You don't want to ask for help from your partners. You're like no, because you're so much in your head. You're like you're thinking about every single step that you're taking. You're like okay, everything is calculated, and it's like, and the dark angel is like, can you let that shit go, please? Let those shackles. Remove those shackles from your life. What are you doing? Why aren't you fully enjoying this experience? You cannot fully enjoy this experience, Gemini, because you're so in your head. Okay, what's my next move? Like you're probably when you go out with people, you're like, okay, what am I gonna do next? Like, you can't even like enjoy the moment because you're so much in your head. Release it. Trust me, especially when you're in relationships, the more you release, the better your intimacy is, the better everything is. Even if you're single, you probably have a hard time finding partners because you're in your head from the moment the person walks into your home or you get on that date or whatever. This is really interesting. The freaking moon. Like intense emotional energy showing up for you. And I really like this. This is the polarity here. These are the towers that you find in the lovers as well, which is the Gemini card. And it's asking you, which polarity do you want to focus on here? Because the moon is intuition, listening to your inner voice that is very clear. Or it's inundated with emotions, intense. I can't see clearly. I'm a freaking like tsunami right now. So where do you want to focus? To me, I feel like there is a lot of emotional energy showing up in your relationships right now because you are in your head. And I'm not putting the blame on you, Gemini. Everything there's an exchange in every relationship. There's an exchange in everything, but with the two of Cups here in reverse, there is definitely a struggle with your romantic, with your friendships, with your families, with your parents, your siblings, or that, because you're challenged with yourself, because you're, you know, you could be following the rules, or because you just don't want to like deal with people, and you're just like holding on to what was before, and you're like you're challenged with yourself here. And I want to stress the Three of Cups here. Usually I don't like, usually I see it as a different card, and this card to me feels like you need to ask for guidance, support, and help on this journey when it comes to your relationship, when it comes to whatever it is, because you're not alone on this journey. No one is. And stop being Miss Independent, and stop being Mr. like I can do everything on my own. The moon is showing up and saying, hey, you are a freaking amazing light. You are a freaking amazing powerhouse. So where are we tapping into? Are we going to like drown ourselves in our like discontent, or are we going to move into our intuition, into our knowing, and allow it to flow? Because the moon is like is the water, right? Is the flow of water. If it's a crazy moon, then the crazy energies. It's like, and it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm not even done. I'm like here. I'm like, dance with life. Do something to change your energy. I love it. Dancing is a grounding technique, especially if you like to dance on the grass with bare feet. That's amazing activation right there. But dancing with your shoes on is fine too. Just get your body moving. Get your body. I really feel like with the fluidity of the moon here showing up there, and there's water here too, which is kind of interesting. Usually doesn't show up with the, yeah, there is water in the Two of Swords, but not that much. And the Three of Cups is water as well. It's a Cancer. This is Libra, Cancer again, and Pisces or Cancer as well, right? Kind of energy. I with the dance card, I feel like you need to fully release. There's a lot of built up energy here that needs to be fully let go, because you're holding on really tightly to something like an old belief system that's coming up, an old pattern, and it's time to release it. Yes, just say yes. Okay, say yes. When someone asks you out, you say yes. When someone like let go of all the fears and the rejections and the possibilities, and say yes to the people who are offering you a meal. Say yes. Stop holding yourself back. Say yes to the new door that is opening up for you. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Interesting. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. And that goes the same way with you. You know, this is like that challenge that you have. It like, are you doing things from your inner wisdom? Or are you doing things to appease everyone else around you? Listen to your body is everything. Your body, your mind, your soul. The Trinity is everything. Listen to them all. When you discern and you're able to see, like understand which one is working right now, you'll be able to move forward with ease, and never having to prove yourself to anyone, never having to prove yourself to yourself, never having to like stop yourself from fully living this miraculous life, because you're like independent, or I'm strong, or I'm this. You're not anything. Can you be okay with nothing? Can you be okay with just going with the flow and trusting your body and trusting whatever the intuitive hit that's coming in? Love it. All right. So one last message coming for you. Yeah, it's like way too many. All right, so Gemini. All right, they want to have many. So, no. Yes, yes. Okay, got 2 for you. We have self-confidence, strong self-belief, and a sense of worth. I mean, it's all here. Yes, say yes to you. Earth. Ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. I mean, it's all here. You know what to do, my beautiful Geminis. I really, like, these are just like guidances of the week. Obviously, this feels very, it feels very targeted to certain people here. And Gemini, I always feel, like I say this every single week almost, but it's like, you know who you are that needs to hear this. So listen to me. Also, check your rising and your moon for other messages, and like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks if you can. And check out my Let's Talk this week. I'm talking about the intense energies of 2024. And check out my podcast. I'm doing Sacral Chakra. We're doing a chakra mini series, so check that out too. I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We got the heart transmission. 37, which is a 10, which is a 1, which is a new beginning. I love this card because I feel like the whole world is a heart chakra. And that's what we're moving into. And a lot of people have been like, okay, let me begin this again. All right. There's a lot of solar storms, as you know, coming in, and they are activating the chakras, and a lot of the chakra, like the heart chakra, is being activated a lot in the past few months, which has caused heart attacks in people, which has caused strokes, cardiac arrests. A lot of that is showing up. So the fact that it's showing up for you means there's an outpouring of love coming from your heart, or maybe a lot of like you giving and not receiving love. You know, there's a lot of that. And I wanted to read a little bit of what it says in the book, which is the Lightworker Oracle. Your heart will guide you to operate differently with different people. You may be guided to explore hobbies or interests that lead you to the next group that your presence can assist. The heart will also guide you when it's time to move on. The transmission of the heart gives a truthful assessment of the interaction of your frequency with the frequency of a group. Is it mutually raised? Then this is a spiritually constructive connection. Is it diminished? This will not be so helpful. The heart empowers you to know when to work with others, for how long, and in what way. Trust it. The more you do, the more groups which can bring great benefit to you and to the planet can enter your world. Right? So it's a big thing, because a lot of us tend to give so much to people that are not able to give it back, and that's very draining, right? So it's just a matter of discernment here. I really love it. So let's just see what's going on, so we can 3 of Swords in reverse. All right, the 3 of Swords for 3 of Swords is grief, pain, suffering, heartbreak. Interesting. And in this deck, which is the Art of Love, it's actually clarification, but it's in reverse. So a lot of you are still grieving. A lot of you are still heartbroken from situations that happened in the past. A lot of you are having a hard time receiving, or having a hard time giving. You know, there's like that, there's a disconnect with your heart. Oh, interesting. And that's okay, because this is the whole journey, is learning how to find that balance. How do we get a balanced heart chakra? Like, how do we balance it? It's not by over giving and overstimulating and over and overwhelming your heart with too much love. There's never too much love, but you know, like, you understand what, like, giving because you have to, because it's my family, because it's my partner, because it's my children, because it's this, and like learning how to give when it's necessary, and learning how to receive as well. That's a big thing. It's a big thing showing up, actually. That's like the overall energy of the week. The Knight of Stars, the Knight of Wands is the adventurer. This is Sagittarius. This is a Libra. This is Sagittarius energy. So the Knight of Wands is an interesting energy because to me it's a travel card. It's a jumping into new situations, jumping into taking risks a little bit, having fun in your life. You know, getting away from this kind of energy of like, oh my God, you know, unfortunately, Cancer, because you're a water signs tend to fall into victim mode more easily than the others because you are constantly confronted with emotions. Like emotion is you, right? So that's showing up here. It's like instead of feeling sorry for yourself, instead of you know, really being in your head about this, like really, oh no, how am I supposed to do? Like asking all the questions, and I don't know, but I'm trying to decipher in a way. Like I feel like you're bombarding your mind and your heart with so much energy. So many questions, so many like I don't know. Instead of just like the Knight of Wands, like I'm not asking questions. Right? Sagittarius energy. I'm just doing. So I feel like getting up and going for a walk. I feel like getting up and going for lunch today. I'm going. I feel like shutting down my computer right now and going to rest for 5 minutes. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like doing you. Instead of being in your freaking head, instead of like, oh, you know, I feel like you're overwhelmed. You're overwhelming your heart with like energy that is not necessary right now. And then I don't want to come in and saying, boom, stop thinking so much. Like let be more spontaneous, Cancer. I need you to be in the moment. What do you want to do right now? You know, don't think of, oh, I need to do something for this person because they're alone, because they're this, and I gotta, oh, you know, they're sick and they're this, and I gotta change my life for everyone else. I gotta open. That's how you see how opening your heart means, but that's not opening. That's like opening your heart, of course, but we tend to forget about ourselves in the mix. Everyone makes choices in their lives. And of course, you take care of people around you, take care of your family, but ultimately, you're here to. What is the choice you want to make in your life? What do you want to choose right now in your life? You, Cancer, not everybody else in your life. You, and I truly believe that when you are working from that kind of level of love and compassion for self, is when you can be fully engaged with another. But if you're always, okay, I'm excluding children here because children are the extensions of you, so you need to give them the love and compassion. Everybody else in your life, you need to be giving yourself love and compassion first and foremost before you're giving to anyone else. Because you cannot fully give it. They cannot fully receive it because they'll be receiving half and half from you. Your challenge is the 8 of Coins. Interesting. Work, project, school, but also structure. Like, see, he's building something. He's building something. So he's building something. How many times do I have to say that? Okay, so wow. This is interesting. This is the structures that you created in your life. This is your foundation. Your there's a word I'm looking for. Your blueprint. This to me, Cancer, is your OG, your original framework being upheaval in breakdown mode right now. So this is like amazing. Cancer, you've been the caregiver, you've been the nurturer for many, you've been also the nurturer for yourself, and you're very self-involved as much as you are giving to people. But there's a part of you right now that is like, I can't give anymore because I'm giving for the wrong reasons. I'm giving because I want to be loved, because I want to be cherished, because I want praise, I want to be admired, I want, all the ego things. And it's fine, right? Because most people do that for that reason anyways. I'm feeling a bit heavy now. I'm feeling a bit lost. I'm feeling a little confused right now. And the Knight of Wands is like, yeah, you are, because you're thinking too much, right? And this could be someone in your life. It could be a Saggy, a Leo, or an Aries that shows up and it's like, chop, chop, get out of the black hole that you're in. And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna start thinking in the moment. And then you get hit by your framework, your limited belief system. Well, this is how I grew up. This is what I believed in. This is how I should treat my parents, my siblings. This is how I learned in school. This is how I learned in the society. And it's like hitting you, and you're like, but I don't but so interesting. It's like a part of you, a little rebel inside you going, why are you following this shit, right? And the Knight of Wands saying the same shit to you. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you getting lost in everyone else's views and anyone else's rules? Like, it's killing you here. It's closing the heart. It's like keeping you, I don't know, sheltered, I guess. Not sheltered, but it's blocking you from fully expressing yourself, because you're getting trapped in other people's webs, and you're getting trapped in your old web as well, because the old way of the way you thought, it can't work right now, and you're feeling it. Hence this discomfort right here. Hence this beautiful Knight of Wands showing up. And it could be someone in your life that can take you out of this and snap you out of this, and you need to reach out to these people that will be like, let's go chop, let's go to New York, let's go to like whatever. I'm just saying, let's go wherever. Let's go to Paris for the weekend. Let's go. It doesn't have to be expensive. Let's go to the park. Let's go. You're unable to be spontaneous because you're so much in your mind right now. You're so much in your grief. Your heart is overwhelmed. I'm feeling the overwhelm here because you're trying to fight through your web. You're trying to fight through your own belief systems. Wow. And it's so interesting because the heart transmission, the heart chakra is the world. We're trying to embrace this as humanity, and like you're going through the same thing. It's like challenging. You're going up against old systems and old narratives. Wow, look at this card. This card is the 11, which is the justice system, but here it's the divine order, equilibrium. And that is exactly what you're doing. You're trying to find balance, right? We're trying to find balance in this like overwhelm of guilt and feelings of like heaviness with this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because this is like that. This like you're coming up against this, and the Knight of Wands like, yo, just do it. And you're like, oh my God. So I don't know where in your life this is, but finding balance with your work, with your schooling, with your relationships, your families, your like your health, whatever it is, that the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles, is like this hard work that you work really hard in your life, you work really hard, and yet, it's the same results and your same thing, and you're realizing this is not working anymore. It's not that I'm saying to stop working, but it's not working anymore because you're still holding on to an old story, an old way of doing things, an old belief system. that you need to do this because this is the way it was done 10 years ago and 50 years ago, and this is the way it was done in our family, and this is the way it was done in society, and this is acceptable, and and the Knight of Wands and the Justice. By the way, this is Libra as well. Libra, these are like masculine energies. The Saggy Libra, 2 Libras and a Sag showing up here. Fire and air, saying, okay, movement. We need to act. And your challenge is Earth. Your challenge is Earth, which is like, I'm afraid to move. I don't know. I'm like, I'm grounded. I want to stay here. I want my 2 feet on the ground. And they're like, no 2 feet on the ground. We need 1 foot off the ground, 1 foot on the ground. It's fine, but we need to get you unstuck. You're like stuck. You're a little stagnant. We need to get you flowing again. Like the heart, which is water. So, wow. That was an interesting. Align your life. What is not aligned? Look at this. Align your life. And there's the mirror cracked. Just that kind of energy here. It's like you're seeing things are falling apart. They're collapsing in front of you. You're feeling this. You're feeling a pull away from an old way of thinking, an old way of looking at things, an old and you're stubborn, Cancer. You are, and you're holding on. You're like, no, I don't want to change, but it's not working anymore. And your heart is saying, open yourself to this new love. Open yourself to this new way of looking at things. That's the only way we can move forward, Cancer. And you're holding on to an old status quo, an old thing, and the Knight of Wands is like, change it up here. We need some change. You're creating anxiety in your life. You're creating this guilt, this shame in your life. You're allowing other people to step into your heart center kind of thing. You're allowing this, and instead of this coming up and saying, and it's not being bitchy, and it's not being like you're not being an asshole. You're not being any of these things. You're just stepping into yourself, and you're finding this balance with yourself. The next card is, hilarious, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. I mean, getting grounded, but not too grounded, because I think that you need to still have a foot off the ground here. We need you not being like stuck, grounded. Grounded is great to be fully balanced. That's what I see the grounded as being, which is this card. Find your balance here, Cancer. You know, your card is the Chariot, which has the two, the dark and the light as well. There's this balance as well happening in your card. But it's movement. It's a movement card. And you're not here to sit back and to play an inactive role in your life. You're here to be active, and you're here to stick to your guns kind of thing and say, my heart is telling me, like, ask your heart what it needs to do. Put your hand on your heart and say, what do I need to do? What is my next step? And trust yourself. Trust the answer coming out. You need to love yourself. Okay. You need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive that other person for saying the stupidities that are coming out of their mouth. It's okay. Let them be. But you need to move forward and stop holding on to that, which is a common Cancer thing. Surrender your need to always be right. I know a few Cancers that think they're always right. But it's okay. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. I mean, right and wrong. There's no right and wrong, first of all. So this is there are Cancers, there are other zodiac signs that I know that we're gonna stick to their point, and they're gonna this is what I think, and I'm never gonna release it. And it's like, what are you doing? Because that you're not opening yourself up. You're like being very egocentric, and you're being very closed-minded. And we're not here to be like that. We're here to open it up and be forgiving and say, oh, okay, I see it like this, but I see your point. Or what makes me feel better in my life? Where does my heart actually flourish and like open to receiving and to love, and make me feel more compassionate with myself and with others? Where, you know, in this situation, that's how like I feel like we need to start approaching life. I don't know, that's the way I see it. Anyways, Leo. Why did I call you Leo? Is there a Leo in your life? Okay, Cancer. This is what I got for you. I hope that it's clear. Open your heart, but not too much. So one last message for Cancer, please. Felix Felicitas. Power symbol to create lucky serendipitous moments. Interesting. Felix Felicitas. All right. So here is the power to create lucky serendipitous moments in your life. Enjoy this reading. Enjoy these energies, or like take care with these energies. Check out my Let's Talk. I'm talking about the crazy energies out there. And I'm also check out my podcast. With Katerina, I do chakra. We're doing chakra mini-series until like mid-September. I love you, love you, love you. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And join my Ko-fi membership if you can. Donate, people, if you can. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Hello, my beautiful Leo. Happy birthday to the ones that are at the end of the month here. We got paradigm shift, which is huge. This is a paradigm shift. What is that? It's like a timeline shift. It's like a radical shift in your life, a radical growth, perhaps something that you're moving from something really uncomfortable. It's like the seed is like it's like fertilized and blooming right away, right? It's like you're feeling a massive change. Like there's like been blockage for a long time in a relationship, or in your job hunt, or in your career, in your projects, and your lifestyle, and your health, perhaps. There's this something like coming out of not nowhere, because you know where it's coming from, but it's like going to propel you forward into something. And any radical boost of growth is a little bit uncomfortable, because you're like, yo, what the hell, right? So something, there's like an energy erupting within you. It's like a massive breakthrough moment is what I'm trying to say. It might show up in chaos. It might show up in a breakup. It might show up in a change of like residence. It might show up in like an amazing opportunity shows up and you're like, oh, wow, I need to go and travel to Europe for 6 months, or something like really boom. Exactly, the Ace of Wands is that energy. Ace of Wands is you. It's Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Ace of Wands is a new a new beginning, a new opportunity, a new job, a new path. You know, like something like, look at it, it's bursting. It's the optimistic. It feels like it's the right thing. Like there's no right and wrong, of course, but it feels like it's exactly where you need to be right now. And I have to tell you, when these things happen, you could be pregnant if you're thinking of getting pregnant and you haven't been, and this could be the moment, right? This could be like all of a sudden you put a product out there and it's going to like you have a business, and all of a sudden it's going to show up and you're going to profits are through the roof. You know, it's like this moment of release. Freaking awesome. And if there was any of a time that you wanted to know if you wanted to travel, this is it. With the Ace of Wands showing up first. So Oh, wow. Look at that. The Ace of Wands and the Ten of Wands, which you see the Ten of Wands, he's carrying like a wheelbarrow of and all these sticks in front of him, because that's like kind of holding back. And some of you might receive this new burst of energy, or this new opportunity, or this new adventure, or this new path, or this new money, or this whatever it is, and you might reject it. Oh my God, what are we gonna do with you, Leo? You might bring back old ways of thinking. You might start saying, "Oh no, yeah, I've been here before, but it didn't work last time," and you know, and this is that you're bringing back old shit, old ways. Well, I'm not, you know, this could even be someone. It could be someone breaking up with you, someone coming back from a past and showing up and asking you out. It's like a very momentous energy. And then here you're freaking bringing yourself back down to where you were, because you're scared, because you're allowing fear to show up in your life. You're allowing the energy of hesitancy, doubt show up, and you're like, oh no. I'm telling you, as a Leo rising, that is not going to happen. Okay, let's see. The Queen of Trees, the nurturer. The Queen of Pentacles. This is a Capricorn energy. Taurus, Virgo. So an earth energy is showing up. I kind of love this. I'll put it like this. This is the challenge. It's coming up and trying to ground you. And trying to... I love it. Because she is... she's the queen who walks her talk. She's the queen who says, listen, I'm putting in the hard work. I've split myself in 10 different kind of ways to get this shit done. And now I'm going to get it done. But this is the challenge. So you're almost going to like overlook this. All this hard work that you've done in this up to now in your life right now, why are you going to discard it? Because of fear, because of old shame, old blame, because someone in your life is like saying you can't do this, someone in your life is holding you back, because my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, my friends, my partners all did this and they didn't work. So I don't think this opportunity coming in from the universe or God or creator, I'm going to take it because, and I'm going to tell you right now, Leo, it's an ixnay on that. The Queen of Pentacles could also be your mother, your grandmother, a divine feminine energy in your life that is blocking you, that is being a little bit bossy here and controlling and not really pushing you and motivating you to get onto that path. That could be that this is like a little, this is this like an earth sign is afraid of not being financially stable, not being having the basic food, the basics in life, food, housing, thing. This is that fear of that scarcity. You know, like this is showing up for you because this is Sagittarius energy. This is again your sign here, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, showing up the fire signs. And even if it's a 10 of Wands and it's a bit of a burden, it's still the end of it, right? Like you're it's a really interesting energy because the 10 of Wands is that energy of that moment. Do you remember that moment when you were you had come to the end of something and you burst into something new, but that little moment that almost held you back, that's the 10 of Wands. That's the 10 of Wands. It's reminding you, do you remember last time? You know, it didn't really work out the last time you did it. Or it's all that like mind fuckery that's happening in your head right now. Or it's just like, no. And then you have this Queen of Pentacles, which could be someone else holding you back, that's like very fearful and wants to live in stability all the time. And this one is telling you, whatever comes, just fucking take it, take the risk. And this one's like, oh, well, watch your bank account and watch your this. Or this is you saying, well, you know, I really worked hard for this, and now my higher self is taking me on another path. Like, I have a business, I have a project, I have a job, I have this, and now I'm getting the inkling to do something completely different. Your fear is like maximized here, Leo. I hope the next card is like, wow, the Hermit is a Virgo energy. What do I feel about this? Because the Virgo is not a very spontaneous energy, but they are a leader in the dark. The Hermit is that sage that knows. Oh, I kind of like that, actually. It's like you know what to do, Leo. I don't know where you are in your life and what it, like, maybe you're like, there's nothing happening in my life, Sabrina, so, but it's coming. I feel like there's a big opportunity coming your way. And when I look at all these cards, there's a lot of fear of movement here, and there's a lot of, like, you don't want to leave your ordinary, but you do. Like, you're Leo, you're like bored, you get bored easily, and you're also like change is fun, and you want to change things up and change the scenario a little bit. You need a little bit of excitement, right, in your life, but yet you are holding yourself back. There's a lot of fear here, I gotta tell you. Don't give in to the fear. Surrender to this change, this new that's coming in. I really love it. And a little bit the Hermit, I feel, is that Hermit is, you know, it's the Hermit in the cave who knows everything. He's never been in society and he still knows everything, right? He hasn't picked up a book, he hasn't like watched TV, he doesn't know, but he knows everything because he trusts himself, because that's how he's survived in the cave. And this is you like saying, okay, when all this like resistance comes up, this is all resistance here, resistance comes up for you to get on that path, can you go in, really go in there, Leo, and ask yourself, what's my next step? Like, don't ask yourself why you're resisting change, because it's going to be like, because you're like, blah, blah, blah. Ask more, okay, what's my next step? How do I get onto this new path? Find, like, let's change it to the proactive options instead of like, why am I resisting? No, what's my next step here? Universe, heart, whatever you want to talk to, your body, whatever it is. I feel like you're, you might be like floundering in old limited belief systems, that you have to work really hard to get what you want, or that you need a pension to like survive for the rest of your life. You need the, like, I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying that at all. But this to me feels like a completely a different change, like a much detour. And I want to tell you that you need to jump into that detour. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to know what that detour is. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle, which is this kind of energy here. Like, you are it. You know it. You know what to do is what I'm getting from these two cards. You are in a process of massive change in whatever area of life it is for you. Like, maybe you're being propelled to move out of your house, or maybe you're being propelled to change residence, like change your home, move to another city, a country. Maybe you're to expand your business, close your business, whatever it is. There's like, it's like big. It's monumental to me. These two cards is like, you're going to feel it in a really big way, and you don't even know what it is. But then at one point, your mind is going to come in here and push you back and try to hold you back and try to step into fear and lack mode. And I need you Leo, to listen to me here and to trust that inner voice of yours. And boundaries. I love it. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Ooh, what the hell was that? That was weird. Boundaries is top right now because the boundaries with this Queen of Pentacles around you that is holding you back, that's keeping you safe. That's, how can you do that? You like spent 20 plus years in this job. How can you do that? You like those people around you that play safe, but you're not a safe player. You came in as a fire sign, and to me, I will, like, you didn't come to play in that game. You came to frickin' blaze the trails. You came to ignite the new. So if you think you're gonna be like playing a small in safe spaces, that's not what you're doing here. So Leo, like, get it out of your head. Because your universe, your God, your creator, your higher self is coming in and saying, hey, I'm gonna hand over this to you. This is your big test. Can you put up those boundaries on those people that are your naysayers, those people that are constantly bringing you down, making you play safe in this world that's not. This world is changing. So chop chop, Leo. Go inside. Ask. Say, oh, am I moving? Yes. And listen. Surrender to what is. Love it. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. 1000%. Let's do one last message for Leo, please. Achievement. Win the award, accolade, or contract. All right. Achievement is coming your way, peoples, when you start being open and accepting. Dragonfly, you bring light to the world. I love it. I mean, it goes with these two cards. Go with this card. Because this is light. You bring light to the world. And also, things are coming your way. So start accepting them. Start allowing things to come in. Stop resisting. Stop rejecting what is yours, and stop allowing others in your life to dictate these breakthrough moments, because these are propelling you into your new paradigm. Trust yourself here, Leo. I love it. I'm excited. All right, I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages, and also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And also check out my Let's Talk. I talk about these intense energies out here, and also my podcast, which is Sacral Chakra this week. So I'm not crazy. My energy is right now. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo, and happy birthday. We have a few days of Virgo here. And happy birthday, Sabrina, if you're watching. Initiation by air. Air is mental. It's all about the mind. I want to read to you a little blurb that it comes with. You have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort, peace, and strength as you take your spiritual journey. It can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart, and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind developed without a loving practice can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating one. How will you choose to use your mind? It's really interesting. The mind is something that we're working with. We're learning how to integrate it with our heart and integrate everything. We have allowed our mind to control us in this past many years of this existence of this earth. And look at where we are now. We're in this world of constant judgment and overthinking and over this and over that, instead of us really going into the heart, right? But we are, the Trinity is the heart, the mind, and the body. The heart, the soul, the heart and the soul, the mind and the body, exactly. And we're in the process of integrating all this. So I kind of love this. I feel like there is a lot of criticism on your part. There's a lot of you perhaps in a period of questioning yourself. When you start to question yourself, step back and become the observer of that instead of stepping into fear of that. So let's just see what's going on here. The 5 of Coins. So the 5 of Pentacles is an earth sign. Like you, it's Taurus. So here we have a mother and son outside of a church. And the church has like light coming out, right? There is hope, but all you see is despair. The 5 of Coins is lack mentality, is scarcity, is fear of never having enough money, not having enough shelter, not having enough. The fear of not being enough. This is the air in reverse, is the 5 of Pentacles. Some of you are questioning your relationships, questioning yourself, not sure of who you are, feeling very insecure, feeling a little depressed, feeling a lack of clarity, feeling confused, feeling sad, feeling isolated from the world. Like there's a lot of this coming up for you, but you're feeling like you're you against the world. But there's also some money issues here. So whether you've had a down in money, it's okay. It's like normal. Every time there's a down, there's always an up right after it. So can you trust that, and can you be patient about that? I've been there. I know what it feels like. Oh, that's amazing. The 4 of Swords. That's exactly this. This is the Libra energy. It's asking you, I feel like there is some of you that are maybe having money pitfalls, like money troubles right now. You know, like maybe some of you have a new job that doesn't make as much money, or maybe you're putting a lot, maybe you're making more money but still spending more, right? Kind of thing. There's a change of residency for you, but maybe it's not about money, but it's also you feeling a little bit lost in your life, feeling a little bit heavy. And the 4 of Swords is like, it's okay. Can you take this time to take a step back from spending, take a step back to reorganize yourself a little bit here, Virgo, that you like to reorganize. Maybe take a little time for self-care here. Interesting. Okay. Before I continue, I'm going to thank Elize and Victoria for supporting me on Ko-fi. I love you. I appreciate you. And thank you for everyone else who's here as a Virgo and who comments and shares and likes, etc. The Ace of Swords, air sign. Air sign. This is interesting. All the airs. Look, air. This is your challenge. The Ace of Swords as a challenge means that you are not clear in your mind, that you have brain fog right now, that you're not seeing clearly, that you're speaking very ill towards yourself. You're speaking ill towards others, perhaps. The words that are the words coming out, or the words inside, are not at the highest level of vibration. You are in a very interesting place in your life right now. There's a little bit of a disconnect for you. I love that the initiation of air is here for you, because it's getting you ready to flow again. You're stagnant, like you're in a cloud right now, and all you can see is what you don't have, and all you can see is the pain and the sadness, and you're not able to push it through it, because you're like bombarded with scenarios or what ifs regrets and why did I do this, and why did I put myself in this predicament, and why did I put, instead of like allowing it to flow like her. She's like, flow, it's okay. You're here because you needed to take a step back momentarily. Maybe it's not the best time for you to go and put that money on your vacation. Maybe it's not the best time right now to put that money on the car or the house or do the renovation. This is not the right time. I'm telling you right now. And I see it here in these two cards. Because you're going to get into a fight with your renovation guy. You're going to get into a fight with somebody because you're not feeling great about yourself. You're overworked, overtired, over it. And this is a tendency to fight with yourself and a tendency to argue with other people. And that's why they're asking for some self-care, some alone time, right, with you. This is interesting. The sun, fire showing up. The sun is beautiful. I'm just looking at, because sun is like optimism, positive coming because of this, something, a new opportunity, a new job, a new love interest, a new path is opening up for you, a new door is opening for you in all of this. So can you take this time? I almost feel like this this Five of Pentacles showing up is actually asking you, this is a Taurus energy, can you step like 10 feet back, please? Can you just pause right now? Stop spending the money. Stop. If you're feeling depressed, then go get that massage. If you're feeling sad, then hug yourself right now and love yourself. If you're feeling like if you're feeling worried about money, then do something about it, kind of thing. Be proactive a little bit in that, but don't. There's a tendency that we have that we're afraid of money, and then the old adage is to say, well, it doesn't matter if you spend it, it will keep coming back. But if you're at a place where money is really tight and you go and spend it all, the universe is going to give you a nice lesson there, because you're taking advantage of this, right? You're not really paying attention to what you have. Like if that's all you have, then hold on to it for a moment. You don't need that vacation. You don't need that dress. You don't need that purse. There's other ways to find relaxation. Go into the park, put your 2 feet on the ground. I feel like there's a lot of negative self-talk on your part. You need to be careful about that. Every time you say, I'm an idiot, I'm stupid, I'm a loser, it's recorded into your programming. And it's recorded at the right time, at the time that you said it, I know that because I do that too. I say that to myself, like out of habit. So it's like, oh, okay, you're going to say this now. It's like, no, we got to change that shit up. I feel like you're going to have altercations with people about money. You could be in a partnership right now and you're spending you have different habits from each other. Can you find that middle ground here? And maybe this month or this week is really not the best time to bring up how to save money or bring up mortgage talk or bring up any of that kind of talk. Or maybe there's a way to, you need to find a way to come into your center more, Virgo, before you even approach that topic. Because the Ace of Swords is clear as day that it's not clear. Clear as day that you could more easily quarrel. And if you listen to these steps, I'm telling you, the sun will shine. The sun will be like, okay, thank you for listening to the guidance. And now we will provide. It's like it's an interesting thing. It's not interesting. It is what it is. It's really, the universe works with you. It collaborates with you. But if you are constantly in lack and I don't have enough, I can't, it says, okay, Let's work together. You can't. Right? But if you say, okay, I realize right now I don't have a lot of money. I realize right now that I need to be a little bit more frivolous, less frivolous in my things, and I need to be more frugal, you know. And the universe said, okay, great, let's do that. Let's take that time, and then we'll bring you clarity. And you, interesting. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And I love that, actually, because in all of this, because when money becomes a problem, when sadness, when depression takes over, when this lack of stability, it's very uncomfortable for Virgos, especially because you're earth signs, and you're like, oh my God, I'm not good enough. I can't meet these needs. I can't meet this. And it's not about that. It's just the universe putting you in that position to be able to step back and say, okay, like, let's see how she or he is going to respond right now. Everything is a lesson. So if you're responding by like completely depleting your bank account, and you're responding by working even harder, the universe is like, oh, no. Right? We're gonna like bring it on even more, and you're gonna be more depleted and more. And you know, it's a collaboration. We're working together. This is a moment of you to realize these things. Your calling is to realize this and to step it up every single time, and then to become more discerning and more understanding of it, right? Okay, I have like $100 in my bank account right now, right, or whatever it is, you know, or I have 5,000 and my expenses are 6,000, whatever it is. I know that I'm provided for, and I thank you, and I trust you. Do that every day and see all of a sudden how money starts to flow in for you. But if you go, I'm negative $2,000 in my bank account, but I'm going to spend everything else. The universe is like, okay, we're going to keep you even more negative. Trust that. Like, work with it. I could go into another, say, some of you might lose a job. You might change your jobs. You might lose your home, change your homes. There's like a something like a lesson coming in for you when it comes to money, stability, the basics. And I want you not to see it as a failure. And I want you not to see it as that you're not good enough, that you can't do it. This is a lesson to show you, step back, please. Four of Swords. Step back. Take some time for yourself, please. Gather up that energy of yours. Let's get a little bit clearer now, so that we could see our path. We could see why we're here. And then once you understand a little bit more, you don't have to fully understand, then we'll bring you blessings again. Free for all. Your next card is stuck. Inner Temple. Devotion, tune into your portal of your heart. This is the same. This is the idea of the Four of Swords. Like, literally go in. We need you connected to you and not to the outside. Remember, you're not here to be in a relationship, to have a house, to be in a job, to be these things. You're here to be in tune with you. And when you become more in tune with you, and you trust yourself a lot more, and you understand why these like blockages are coming in, these detours are coming your way, the universe will provide. I know, it's like interesting, it's funny, but it is what it is. Surrender comparisons with other people. Big time. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your strengths, attractiveness, and power. Stop looking at everyone else around you that has a job, has more money than you, has a house, has a beautiful relationship, has a this, Everybody has their own life. Everybody has their own path. Focus on you. Literally. Doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. because it's not your path. And you will get to where you need to be on this path. And the universe will always provide once you fully trust in yourself. And once you realize that this is put in your path for a reason. Because you don't trust, you don't love yourself, you don't love your body, you don't love your mind, you don't like your soul, you don't trust your journey, and that's your whole purpose here. So let it flow, baby. Virgo, I know. You are not your bank accounts. You are not your car, your house. You're not these things. You're a beautiful soul that the universe is ready to provide, to give you, to confidence, power, love, all of it. Once you figure this out. This little fly here. Anyway, what the last message for you? Power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. Use this symbol here. Look at it, visualize it, whatever it is you want to do it. It's time to bring luck into your life again. And you can do that. Only you can bring money, abundance, love, health, whatever. Because you have the power to do so. And you need to trust yourself on this. All right, my beautiful Virgos. Check your rising and your moon for the messages. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me. And I will see you next week. We got this. This is all a lesson, people. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. I'm excited to bring this card to you. Initiation by Fire, divine number 22. I love this card for you. And I want to thank Teri for your session this week and also for supporting me in Ko-fi. You are a blessing because you are fully moving through this journey like a champ. So, like a phoenix. Kudos to you and every other Libra here. Thank you for your messages and thank you for your support. So let's start with, I'm going to read to you what it says in this Lightworker Oracle card. Initiation by fire is a life-changing spiritual cleansing. Your life will never be the same again. Allow the power of divine fire to clear and purify you inside and out. This is not a time to hold on to anything, no matter how much you once believed you needed it. It's huge. In letting go, you will gain so much more than you ever imagined, opening to fresh blessings and new life. You are, like the phoenix, ready to emerge from the holy flames, reborn. A new life is a blessing, but that doesn't mean it is easily won. Sometimes the process can be challenging to the mind, even while the heart trusts in what is taking place. I love this because this is exactly what humanity is going through, but it's coming for you, Libra, because some of you are going through some massive breakthroughs and you're overcoming some interesting challenges. They're coming up and it's like, wow, I can't believe I had to open that door. I can't believe I have to close that door. But it's like they're big life changing, who is that? Leo is experiencing this too. So it's kind of interesting. Let's see what the cards say. The Two of Trees, which is the Two of Pentacles, which is flexibility. What a beautiful imagery. The trees are super flexible here. You see that they're weaved into each other. This talks about adapting yourself to a situation. It could be usually Capricorn is about your job or a project you're working on or your finances. It's adjusting yourself to a situation that may not, or could be relationships, that may not have gone to plan to the way you saw it in your mind, right? Like you had planned something and now it's it's not really going according to your mind, Libra. And the Two of Trees is saying, okay, can you be a bit more relenting on this situation right now? And maybe the other party or maybe the situation is not ready for you yet, right? The other party is not ready for you yet. Or maybe this is maybe you need to take a few steps back with your finances. Maybe you need to take a few steps back from your job or business. There's like there's a requirement of more lax, I feel. There's maybe too much pressure being put on yourself and too many expectations, perhaps. And the Two of Pentacles is just like, because I always, whenever I see this card, it's like, you see, this is an intuition, and this is strength and power, the Sun. So it's good things, two good things. It's not like, but maybe right now you need to listen to your intuition and take a few steps back from something. And, or maybe some of you need to be more forceful, not forceful, but more courageous, and need to move forward on something, right? So it all depends on you, but let's see. Interesting, for the Sun here is showing up here as a strength card. The Sun is like Leo to me, and this is Leo, and I already said that this is Leo, so Leo is playing a part for you, maybe. If anyone has Leo in your chart or around you. This card is a feeling of, the Strength card shows up as bravery and courage, but to me in this kind of sense is, some of you have been waiting for someone else to make decisions, or to lift you up, to get you onto a path. It's almost like the Strength card showing up is like, you don't need anyone else to get what you want in your life. You don't need anyone else to bring about change in your life. You don't need anyone else to, you know, it's like, stop relying on someone else and focus more on your strength and your power, because that's what's going to get you through here. And I love that. The initiation of fire, which I probably didn't say before, it's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It's fire sign, people. Fire sign is blazing the trail, igniting the passion within you, doing things. It's an action card. It's a divine masculine energy, like you, Libra, because you are air, divine masculine. But I feel some of you have are like flip-flopping a little bit, in a sense that you're not trusting your path enough. You're waiting for someone else to make a decision for you. You're waiting. It's an interesting energy, I gotta tell you. The Strength card feels like it's time to step it up a bit for you. Your challenge, that's so crazy. What is your challenge? The Strength card. Oh my God, I love it. The Leo energy, again, but the same card. There's like, you're being instilled with like courage. You might have made a really big decision recently in your life, when it came to your finances, when it came to your relationships, when it came to your projects, your business, your home, your health, your life. And it took a lot of courage within you to do this. It took a lot, and a lot of the time we wait for others to do things, but you freaking got up there and you did it, right? And you asked the question, the challenging question. You went to the person. You did the thing. You approached that person. You confronted, which is a big scary thing for Libra, by the way. And this is you being scared of that. You're like, oh my God, I don't know if it's the right thing to do. And this is a Libra trait. Libra trait is the scale, right? They're the justice system, but they're always like, I'm not sure if I did this right. Should I do this? I'm not. I'm like confused. I know I was so courageous, but now I'm not. I'm like scared. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe la 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 la, and it goes on and on in your mind, because it's like a never-ending scroll. A fear of like doubt. Oh, maybe, and the fire is like, yo, man, you're a freaking phoenix here. We're getting ready to be reborn. That means you need to activate that fire within you, and you need to burn that doubt. You need to burn that like a feeling of resentment even, or feeling of all those expectations you have of others and yourself. Do you want to get shit done? Then you got to do it on your own. You got to find that strength and resilience within you and get up and go. And don't be hitting yourself on the head after you do it, and don't be like questioning yourself over and over and over again. I'm curious to see what the next one is. Oh my God, I love this card. This is the best. The collapse, the ego. This is the Tower card. This is huge to me. This reading is big. Because I have goosebumps everywhere. The fire here is asking you, Libra. The choices you're going to make in the next week, in the next month, in the next year, in the next path that you take are going to be challenging to you, because you're going to have to open up yourself to different possibilities, to different outcomes may arise from these choices that you make. These are not something that are, you need to release your expectations of how you normally would go about something. You need to find that fiery courage within you. You need to become the king and the queen of that jungle, and not care so much what other people are thinking of how you're making these moves and why and that. Stop questioning yourself. Stop being critical about your moves. Stop worrying. Because this tells me that you are challenging yourself. You are bringing yourself down again. Like you've made some powerful moves here, and then you're being challenged by yourself, or maybe someone else is challenging you. Someone else is like, oh, are you stupid? What were you thinking? How can you do that? Oh my God, nah, 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 nah. And that's the Tower. That's the collapse of the ego. It's like, yo, it's trying to come in, and it's like, no man, you did it wrong. You chose the wrong path. Why do you think you can do this alone? Why do you think you need to do this? Nah, nah, nah. That's like this. And the Tower is like, you standing in that storm here, saying, I got this, man. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's really uncomfortable, Sabrina. I gotta tell you, it's freaking uncomfortable. I had to go like a little bit against my way, because I like peace in relationships. I like harmony. I like to give, and you know, it's a little bit harder for me to receive. And the collapse is like, no man, this is an equal exchange. You need to like step it up, Libra, and confront. I feel like this confrontation here is big time, and because that's the courage, that's the strength card, that's the freaking lion going on top of the jungle, of the mountain, saying, hey, I need to eat. So like the hyena, like, I'm gonna eat you, like kind of thing. It's like, it is what it is. I'm not going to feel bad for you, because you know your place in this world. You're coming up to a moment of massive change in your life. Like it's like you having to completely change a way of that you've been used to for all of your life. You've always relied on being safe, playing safe. You've always relied on being the equilibrium, the scale. Like, okay, everybody's going to be happy. We're going to find that happy medium. And the Tower's like, nope, we're not doing this right now. Libra, because fire, it's not about that. Fire is like, I'm just going upwards. I'm just rebuilding. I am growing. I am radically changing right now. I need to change. I need to burst out. I need to explode. And this is you saying, this is who I am. This is what I want. This is how I want to proceed in my life right now. I am thinking of me right now. This is what, like, I'm not going to feel bad about my decisions that I've made. I'm not going to feel bad about the choices I've taken. I'm not going to feel like this could make you feel a little bit like this, you know, I'm not going to feel that anymore. Even though I am. And the ego is like, no. The ego. The Tower is like, no, no, no. It's in this moment right now, Libra, where you feel like lesser than, or where you feel like you've, because when you make these choices, the people in front of you will be very uncomfortable. And you too, you're going to be very uncomfortable. But it's through the discomfort, it's in the collapse mode that we shine, and that we can see clearly again. Because if we always remain in the same old shit, we're just like, we're not rising like the phoenix. We're just like playing it safe, and there's no playing safe here at all. So if you've made decisions and they were uncomfortable, kudos to you. The decision making hasn't stopped. It's going to become more uncomfortable. You got to stick to your guns here. Stay strong. Don't doubt yourself. Don't be people pleasing. Do these things for you. This is the Tower moment. The Tower moment. I mean, it's like confusion and you know, the buildings are breaking apart. The foundation is breaking open. That's what you're doing. You're part of this whole plan here. You're part of this collapse. So if it means that the people around you have to feel very uncomfortable, if the people around you have to feel very like, where the fuck are you coming from? Then let them feel like that. Because this is your journey right now, and it's really imperative that you stick, that you are strong through this. That you continue with the courage that you have built up here. That you continue being this leader, this king and queen of the mountain. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hit, soul tribe. I mean, that's like a beautiful, because I feel like this is what you're doing. By you breaking it down, by you standing there and saying, okay, listen, I made this decision. I'm not backing down, and I'm not going backwards on it. I'm sticking to it. It's really uncomfortable for you. It's uncomfortable for me. It's fine, because I know that I need to go through this. And that's where the tribe, that's where the support system is for you. And you don't even know it. In this collapse mode, your tribe is gathering all around you and saying, you got this. Continue. I have goosebumps everywhere, by the way. I like literally everywhere. So when I get goosebumps, that means it's a confirmation saying, yes, exactly what's happening. Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? It's like Mother Mary. Like, this is the feeling of nurture yourself through this collapse. Right? Take care of yourself. Like, what does that mean to you? Does that mean taking lots of baths? Does that mean taking nature walks? Does that mean staying away from people? Does it mean socializing with people? Whatever it means for you, do this for you. Does it mean going to see your mama here, maybe, or a grandmother, or it means a mentor of yours? Whatever it is, you are supported through this whole uncomfortable decisions path that you have taken or are about to take. And being a leader, being a fire starter, being like a phoenix, it had to rise from the ashes, because the ashes, we had to burn that shit down. We had to end that pattern. We had to end that old belief system. We had to end that behavior to start fresh. To start fresh. So surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. I freaking love this. Exactamente. Release yourself from this old ideations that you have in your head. How you have to be the one that has to comfort everybody. You have to be the one that is the smart one in the relationship. You have to be the one that like holds and supports everybody, no, which is a good thing. But right now you need to be the one that is the lion, the king and the queen of the jungle. You need to be the one that's like spitting fire right now. You need to be the dragon. You need to be the phoenix, which is an uncomfortable, I say dragon because it's an uncomfortable creature to be, because people will fear the dragon instead of actually looking at the power of the dragon and saying, that's what you have to embody right now. The dragon is not afraid of anything. Will soar through the skies or wherever he needs to go, and will land wherever he needs to land and say, this is what I've chosen. Are you ready to choose that path, Libra? This is like... Okay, so one last message for you. Only if it flies out, Sabrina. I feel like... what I feel like. Goddess healing feminine energy. I mean, like Mother Mary. It's the most feminine energy you can find here. I feel like you need to reach out to people in your life, feminines. Yeah, it's a challenge. It could be challenged. I feel like Libras are challenged by feminine energy a little bit, but because you're masculine energy, you know. But you need the nurturing part and the support there. The wisdom and making good choices in life. True wisdom and making good choices in life. Tree of life. I mean, it's all about making choices here. So, tree of life. All right. These are your messages, Libra. I hope this helped you. Let it clarify. Get you back to trusting yourself, trusting your decisions, and knowing that things are going to come into fruition for you. It's always a little bit more challenging, but don't question what's coming up to clear. All right, my beautifuls, I love you. I'll see you next week. And that's it. All right, bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got power of the divine masculine. Divine masculine is all about action, intense breakthrough, movement. So I'm going to read to you from the Lightworker Oracle from Alana Fairchild, a little bit of what it has to say to you. An empowering energy seeks expression from within. It wishes to free you from confusion, paralysis, and stagnancy. It seeks to stir you into consciously chosen action, greater discipline, and focus. It's time to end the frustration of repeating old patterns. You are ready to break through into a new way of life. Feel inspired, be energized, and focus on your dreams and desires. Take steps to manifest them on the physical plane. Believe your success is inevitable. The divine masculine overcomes procrastination. It acts again and again in accordance with the heart. Divine masculine energy empowers each leading light to lovingly assert him or herself in the world. 1000%. So it supports us in standing up for what has meaning to the heart while lovingly but firmly saying no when we need to do so. Yes, the divine masculine can say no anytime. So where are you stagnant? Where are you procrastinating? Let's get this party started. Ace of Wands, creation showing up for you. Ace of Wands, what a, like really beautiful here, because this is like a fire sign as well, or it could be a fire or air sign. So this could be related to Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and this is fire. So Ace of Wands showing up, creational energies, time to create a new project, job, relationships, health, anything in your life. There's a new path opening up, a new opportunity coming in. I mean, look at these colors, so buoyant and like colorful is what I'm trying to say here. Colorful. When I see a lot of colors, it means that there's so many different opportunities showing up here. You know, like hitting all the kinds of chakra systems, you know, so maybe there is a clarity coming, you know, maybe there's an intuitive hits, like intuitive gifts showing up for you. Maybe it's time for you to fully express yourself in your creation. Maybe it's like showing off your art, showing off your, it doesn't have to be showing off, but like expressing yourself through art. Maybe it's like being compassionate to yourself and to others, being of service to others. Like there's so many things here with the Ace of Wands. There could be new babies coming in if you want to be pregnant. There could be new relationships, you know, new. It's a very positive side to me. Like I feel like there's travel coming or a movement, which is perfect because we have the masculine energy showing up. So the Nine of Trees, people, refinement. This is the Nine of Pentacles, which is financial independence. So maybe some of you are looking for a new home to live in, and then you're going to get a raise at your job, or you're going to find a really amazing job that's going to bring in the abundance that you are seeking. These are two very, this is a Virgo energy, very positive and fully receiving energy. I feel like maybe you've been having problems with your finances. Maybe you've been a little bit depressed because you feel a little unstable in your life, and boom, and then the divine masculine is like, yeah, let's get this party started. Like, let's get this happening. And your challenge is the Four of Cups. You see, he's between these like bright blocks, and he's feeling down and out. There's all this opportunity all around him, and yet he's seeing the dismal part of it. He's like, oh, but you know, he's being a little Scorpio here. Four of Cups is Cancer, but it's a water sign. The feeling here is that there's so much opportunity around you. There's like money coming in, or stability coming in, or a new home, or a new like a feeling of fulfillment is showing up here, and some of you are not seeing it because you're holding on to old patterns, you're holding on to old beliefs, you're holding on to old, but you know, at this point in my life I should be here, or but why is this path opening up for me? I don't even want to do this. I want to do this. I want to be this. I want to have this. And the universe is like, no, man, this is what we're giving you. So are you going to take it? Like, stop like putting all other ideas in your head. To me, it's this feeling of you filling up your mind with like already outcomes. You know, like already, like, but this is what I wanted to do, Sabina, and this is showing up, and I almost feel like you're not seeing the opportunity. You're not seeing the gifts that are coming in because you're choosing to live in the. But this is not what I envisioned, and this is what I wanted. Like you're too attached to something. You're attached to an old goals that you have, or old ideas of what you want to become. How do you want to live? Where do you want to live? Like you're too attached to things. It's kind of interesting. Okay. And the Four of Swords is rest, and I love it. I love this because Scorpio, I feel like the universe is pushing you almost like in a really aggressive way. This fire energy, everything is being set up for you, but you're focusing on what was, what if, what then, why, and like it's not really working out the way I want it to be, you know, like that kind of energy. And it's like, can you stop that, please? You're giving me a hangover. Look at the Four of Cups, I always see as a hangover card, and now it's like you're giving the universe a hangover with your like constant thoughts of how you already pictured it in your mind, and how you already envisioned it, and it's not work. And it's like, yo, it's like right here. I'm bringing it to you. Stop playing in this. And please rest. And please take the time to not think about this, because it's already coming. I love this, actually. Like, the divine masculine energy is here and here. It's your past and your future kind of card. And it's like saying, I am bringing you the opportunities, and for sure you can act on it. And I need you to know that also it's coming laced with abundance and financial security and stability. And I need you to rest. I need you to take a step back and stop thinking about it. Can you do this for me, Scorpio? Stop being in your mind. Stop like playing in those emotions that are coming up to tell you that you're worthless, that you can't do this, that you need to be doing something. And this is like, no. It's like the Ace of Wands is like is a do card, but in this case, I feel like it's a like a star. The star is like here. It's like this is all part of your purpose. It's all part of your plan. You know, the star, the moon is all here. It's like, can you trust us here? Can you trust that it's all being set up for you? Can you do that without thinking? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So, soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. 1000%. We are not here to do anything alone. As much as this matrix has, this like society of ours has ingrained in us that you have to be independent, you have to be a soul survivor. It's, oh my God, you're such a like amazing, you know. No. You don't have to be dependent on people, obviously, but we have a soul tribe around us, aligned with us, ready to step in and guide and mentor and just hug you and support you. So what are you waiting for? Reach out to us, reach out to everyone. And because you're not seeing this, I feel like that is very clear. It's like you have everything coming towards you, and we need you to stop being so engaged in your emotions at this moment, which makes sense because the divine masculine doesn't get engaged in their emotions. And it's just, can you embody the masculine mind of like, okay, letting things go. When it comes, chop chop, I'm ready to go. I like that. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution expression. This is kind of like the hermit mode. Some of you might be feeling like you want to hold it. I say if you want to stay in the cave, go for it. But if some of you are feeling like you need to express yourself, then do that too. Do whatever feels right for you. As long as the words that you say are not highly judgmental, overcritical, over like, you know, I mean, you can do whatever you want. To me, I feel like there is maybe some of you with the Ace of Wands here showing up. Some of you are needing to express yourself, do videos or podcasts or, I don't know, create circles, whatever it is that you feel that you need to express yourself. The divine masculine has no problem expressing himself. Maybe he does have a problem expressing himself, but he has no problem acting upon it. Right? I feel like the masculine energy is an important energy right now because it's that fire we need to put under our asses and to get shit done. But here I feel like the fire is coming, is already here for you, and it's going to be delivered to you. So can you just allow it to come in without already creating scenarios? This is like a good card for everybody in this. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. 1000%. And this is what we do. So to me, I'm telling you the outcome. It's already amazing, but release it, let it go, and now move forward. Can you just allow the universe to deliver when it will deliver, when it's your time to deliver? Now that you know, you're like, oh, okay, something's coming in, so I'm going to get ready for it. I'm going to, there's nothing to do. Wait. And when you understand that it's time to do, the masculine will pop in and say, okay, let's get this shit done. But in the interim time, the rest tells me, the Four of Swords tells me, wait for it. Listen to your body here. Listen to your soul. Listen to everything that's coming in. But life is about to make a massive change in your life. And your soul family is here to support you. And the masculine is here to support you if you're feminine, and if you're masculine, then you just have to embody your physicality. Your body is talking to you, so listen to it. I feel like there's something, you're like there, and it's probably already around you, and it's probably there for you, and like even this urge to move maybe here or travel and maybe make money with that. There's just a feeling here of you're already in it kind of thing. You're just not seeing it. So let go of everything and allow it to come to you in its flow time. So one message for Scorpio, please. Achievement, win the award, accolade, or contract. There we go. You have already like an award coming to you, or success, the victory. It's already here kind of thing. I love it. I don't know why I'm pulling another one, but I'm going to pull another one. The festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. If I see festival coming up for you, and I had to pull again that perhaps maybe some of you need to create a retreat, a festival of sorts, or maybe go attend one to like power yourself up. Who knows what it is, but that's your message, and I hope this found you well. I liked it. I like it actually. Trust the flow, my beautiful Scorpions. Things look very positive to me. Things are flowing your way. You just have to allow the flow to happen. Ignite, ignite, and blaze. All right, I love you. I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe. It's super thanks me. I know it's like annoying to say that, but I have to say it. And I don't have to. But super thanks me if you can, or join my Ko-fi membership as well. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got trust in the plan. So this card, interesting. This card comes to you today with do not fear what's coming next for you. You are coming to an ending of a romantic relationship, a business partnership, a family relationship, something in your life that's very significant to you. An ending of what you thought you knew in as far as talents and skills. Like you're maybe you're coming to an ending of a job and you're going to start a new job, or like a lifestyle change. There's a feeling here, like a breakthrough moment coming up for you, and it's coming up for Leo, and it's coming up for Libra, and it's coming up for a lot of signs. And it's this moment of, can you trust me? Even if it feels really uncomfortable for you right now, Sagittarius, even if you feel like you don't know where the hell you're going, even if it feels like you're going to hurt someone else in your life, or you're going to have to go against what everyone else thinks that you should be doing, kind of thing. Trust in your plan. I love this freaking card, by the way. Like, kudos. Yes. So we have, wow, the High Priestess. The High Priestess asks us to listen to our intuition here, which is the heart, your third eye chakra, but it's just to listen to your intuition, right? It's just to listen to your voice. There's something, you know what to do. Like you maybe are feeling already that there is a need to change. You need to end something. And it's been sitting with you for the longest time. And now it's like your high priestess coming in saying, listen, why are you avoiding it? Go into your heart, Sagi, and trust that. Trust that voice. Trust the dream that keeps coming back up. Trust yourself. Where have you lost a little bit of that? The Eight of Trees, skill, interesting. So the Eight of Trees is the Eight of Pentacles, which is your job, your skills, your talents, your abilities, your new intuitive gifts coming up. Where are you being pushed towards? You know, like this journey that we're on is not black and white. It's like, and you may have studied something, you may have had a PhD, a master's in something, you may have not gone that far in education. It doesn't matter. But you worked in a job for the longest time. You've struggled within relationships. You struggle within things, like you're always coming up against yourself. And I feel with these two cards showing up as the universe, your creator, your higher self is pushing you towards something else, and you're like, no, this is what I know, and this is what I'm sticking to. And it's like, that's what I feel is happening here. It's, can you trust that you're gonna maybe feel a little uncomfortable here, and you're gonna be put out of your comfort zone here, but I'm feeling you need to go here instead. Wow. And the Ace of Cups is your challenge, which is love, which is romance, which is also emotions. And here it could very well be a romantic relationship, a friendship, like again, whatever, like a family, self-love as well. You're like in full struggle mode with another, or with all these emotions coming up to play, that these emotions coming up to make you feel unworthy, to make you feel like, but I've put so much energy, so much time in this. And the High Priestess, we'll put that aside because we know the High Priestess is what she's trying to tell you. So you're fixed on this. This is what I wanted to do, Sabina. So now I'm being pushed somewhere else, and it's making you super emotional. It's making you very uncertain of your next steps. It's making you feel unbalanced. It's making you feel like flooded with emotions, like drowning. Like you're like, oh my God, what do you mean I have to change my relationship? What do you mean I have to move away from this vocation? What do you mean I have to move away from my studies? What do you mean? Like, you know, it's that. I love it though. You know why? Because I thrive in this. As a Sagittarius moon, I also feel like there is more and more of our High Priestess showing up, and for you guys it's showing up, it's in your job and your career and your projects and your studies, and it's showing up in your emotion, in your relationships too. So it's showing up both ways. There could be some of you that, like, here it's work. Your work is to help people in relationships, to help in, maybe it's asking you to move away from that, like open up your field a little bit, like expand a little. Don't get pigeonholed into that. And if your work is making you feel like if you're stressed, if you're anxious at work, it's something to pay attention to. Like, this world would make us think that we're the ones that are bringing this onto ourselves, the anxiety and this and that. But if this is coming up in your field, it's the High Priestess is like, okay, pay attention, Saggy, because why is it coming up in your field? Because it's not balanced and aligned with you. Let's see the next card. Oh, I love this. The Magician. impulse. The Magician shows up, which is a Gemini. This is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a Virgo, and this is a Cancer or Virgo. I'm never really quite sure. But this is showing up and saying, the Magician is like, you, I love that they showed up together. Because when the Fool is going on his journey to understand his life purpose, it's meeting the Magician first, and then it's meeting the High Priestess, right? And I feel like it's the masculine, the feminine energy here of knowing. You are being propelled into something very uncomfortable here. I gotta tell you, it's not comfortable. You at a soul level, you know, the trusting the plan, you know what you need to do. Even it's coming up a little bit clearer too in your mind as well. And here it's going to bring an ending of a project, of a business partnership or a business. It's going to bring an ending to a job. I think I said that already. A career or schooling, your field of study, your skill set at the very moment in time, your talents and your abilities, things that you've studied. You know, like that. That's going to bring up a little bit of change there, which is really interesting for me. And it's going to make you feel anxious and guilty and stressed and like all these things. There's also, you know, maybe your relationships are not working out kind of thing too. But whatever this is, the Magician is here and saying, hey, do you know who you are? You're the High Priestess, right? Or you're the Hierophant, or you're the Magician. So we've given you tools your whole life. So many resources, people around you. Can you start to use these tools and create something new? You're already all set up. So even if there's a little like discomfort or unease here, or if there's a little blockage or a detour happening for you, it doesn't matter, because you're prepared for this next. And I do feel that Saggy, like your counterpart Leo, like your Aries, like everybody, a lot of people in this week, there is a Tower moment coming in. And you need to not just look at the Tower moment or not like hide from it. You need to let it crumble. You need to let whatever that is dissolve, collapse in your life, and not you move into Magician mode, move into creational mode, move into growth. And you know it at a soul level that you need to shut this shit down so you can move into something new. Wow. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. 1000%. Always play. Always, we need to revel in these energies. We need to love them. Even in full collapse mode, even when we know that we have to end something to begin something new, we have to, not have to, but it's important to keep the energies high, to keep having fun and enjoying our life. Not seeing this as the end of it. Not seeing it as, oh my God, you know, I'm like, seeing it as a blessing. Seeing it as, okay, so what if I wasted 10 years of my life at a PhD and now my universe is telling me to do something completely different? So what? It was a learning experience. I did the human experience and now I got to move on. Because we didn't really listen to our High Priestess in our life. We went in full force into working and studying and putting it all in. And then it's all good. Because maybe all of this is going to help you with your Magician too. So never look at anything you've done as a failure or as a mistake. It is what it is. It's done. But now, can you listen to the inner voice saying, okay, it's time we make a change. And yeah, you're not going to feel so great. And yeah, you might have to like end some relationships. And yeah, you might feel anxious and like sad. And you might feel all the feels. But the Magician is waiting for you on the other side. So you want to go meet him? Or do you want to go into that and drown yourself in your sorrow? And Saji, you can do that. You can go meet the magician. So, the next card is deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, be held. I love it. First we play hard and then we rest. So good. Go and have fun and enjoy yourself, but always remember. But anyways, on this journey, we all need to remember to heal ourselves, to restore our energies. You know, you might be going through a really strange moment right now where everything is coming up for you to clear, and it's like things that you attach to, right? A lot of people were attached to our jobs and our careers and our fields of study and all of that. We're like, oh my God, no, what do you mean? What do you mean? What is the universe telling me now? You know, and it's like, go to that spa and sit, get a massage, or go relax, go put yourself on the fields of grass and just let it all go. Trust the plan. Oh my God, I can't even believe this card. Surrender to complete healing. Perfect. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. I mean, it's all here. It's all here. You know what you need to do. Like we all do. We all know in an inner, very deep, wise way. And Saji, I mean, I can repeat myself all the time, but it's always repetition. It's like trusting in the plan means that when they say trust the plan, it always means that there is a freaking ending to something. That you're going to move through very uncomfortable energies, uncomfortable decisions and choices. And your paths are going to close, your doors are going to close, only to open up to greatness, the magician. So it's always that weird time with humans. It's like, oh my God, you know, and then after you look back and you're like, OMG, why did I keep that door open so long? Right? Why did I stay in that field so long? Even though I knew it at a deep level, even when I was studying, even I was doing 10 years or 20 years of it, and I realized it's not for me. I still did it. And then the universe like, okay, it doesn't matter. Put that aside. It's not lost. Let it go though. And now it's time to freaking fly. It's time for manifestations to start happening in your life. Like, I don't know, man, Saji. Things look great to me. So, let us see what card is coming out for you, Sagittarius. The final message for Sagittarius. Trinka 5. Trinka 5. Manifesting money and income. Love it. 555. Boom, baby. I freaking love this, man. So, I mean, it's right there. You'll be manifesting love and abundance and whatever you want when you trust the plan, when you release yourself from whatever it is, even if it took you centuries or decades, doesn't matter. Can you trust the plan that's showing up? Can you trust this process? Can you say goodbye to the people, the decisions, the paths? Are you open to this new that's trying to come in? That's the question. Because there's so many times I've been in situations where I've like been stubborn because of Taurus that I am, but stubborn as hell to stay in it. I'm going to stay in it. I'm going to prove to myself, prove to everybody else, prove. And I come out and I'm like, go on, man, what a waste of my time. Because now I look back and I'm like, oh my God, I could have done so much more. But I'm not going to resent it. I'm just going to look at it and say, okay. And you realize and you move forward. And now, as you move forward in this evolution, in this journey, you realize, okay, you listen to that first thing. That first thing that comes up and it's like, no, you have to listen to that. Right? So that is your advice of this week. I hope that I'm cold. My AC is like freezing me. So check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me. And I will see you next week. The energies are unrelenting. This, like, I don't see anything calming down for a little while. So stay strong, stay grounded, rest as much as you can, drink water, whatever it is that helps you, do it. Replenish. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. I love this card for you. I'm like not even showing it to you. Hold your center. 34/7. There's like a light being within a portal, which is your higher self, and you sitting on the stairs. This is a card about you trying to meet everybody else's expectations of you and losing your way, right? Opening your boundaries. It's about you doing things for others that are very uncomfortable for you and not really truly listening to yourself. I'm going to read it. It explains it really nicely in the book, which is the Lightworker Oracle. And okay, this oracle brings you confirmation. You are on the right path. You do not need to collapse into fear or doubt to ease old guilt or make others more comfortable. It is not selfish or hard of you to be strong. Sorry, I can't see it very well. This is like hard as one. You can hold yourself in high esteem and be gentle and loving to others, while absolutely refusing to accept any behavior, belief, or attitude of another that would tear you down or cast you into doubt or self-hatred. So this is a big thing for Capricorn, because Capricorns tend to do that. They tend to want to please everyone else around them. They get stubborn about you get very hard on yourself. Very hard on yourself. You want to be able to please everyone but still stay strong. It's like a lot of energy that you are holding on to and also allowing to come into your life. So this is hold your center, put up those freaking boundaries. Not everybody's allowed to come in and control you. And like you are allowing them somehow in your love relationships, in your work relationships, and maybe with your health issues, with like certain things in your life that maybe it's time for you to step it up here and put out that hand of yours. I love this energy for you, okay? Because not like, it's also this like people who are controlled by their parents, by their siblings, by their partner, like their partners, yeah, by their family, their friends, their teachers, their health, whatever, the government, kind of thing. It's like, why are you allowing these people in? Where's your sovereignty here, Capricorn? Hold your center. Protect yourself here. All right, we got the Three of Trees. The Three of Trees. The Three of Trees. Say that 3 times fast. I said it. Dedication. Devotion. The Three of Trees is you. It's 3 of Pentacles. It's Capricorn energy. There's 3 people here. I feel like collaboration, cooperation, asking for help, asking for support, working with others. But there's also a refinement of skills. Like maybe a lot of you are really good at a lot of things, and you're spreading yourself thin instead of just honing in on one skill. Maybe you're like I feel like some of you might be like studying a lot of things or learning a lot of skills, like trying to dip yourself everywhere, and it's like, just can you hold on and just do one thing, please? And master that. hold your center and just master that. Maybe this is you, like too many energies around you that are not aligning with you, and you're just, can you hold your, like, can you just focus on one? Why are you, like, can you take a step? I feel like this is like an, can you take a step back? And dedication means that you've devoted your whole life to your job, to your relationship, to your country, to your, like, your body, or whatever it is here. You're like, is a great strong trait of Capricorn. But perhaps right now what is happening is you've put so much effort in there, in whatever area, and now you're feeling overwhelmed, and now you're feeling like, oh my God, now what? Like, I don't even know how to hold my center, Sabrina. I don't even know how to put those boundaries up anymore, because it's just like, it's like you're on a hamster wheel, and it can't stop. And this is where I feel like you need to start to ask for support here. You need to ask for, like, controlled support from people that are not going to judge you, and from people that are not going to control you. I don't know why I got this. I got this. So, and then we have the Knight of Trees, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which is this, sorry, I'm like looking at the card. It feels like Jesus Christ here, like sitting on branches of a tree, and it feels like, you know, finding your poise, finding the calmness and the stillness with all this. Like, I feel there's a lot of energy here that has been placed on an area of your life, and the universe is like, can you find your center? There we go. Can you, like, clear yourself of this energies that is kind of weighing you down, and you've been a little too focused on whatever this was, whatever you put so much of your heart and mind and soul in. We need you to take a little step back, Capricorn. And are you doing it for yourself, or are you doing it for other people, for the two other people to, like, praise you and admire you? Are you like, you know, are you in this friendship, in this relationship, in this job, in this school, in this thing for yourself, or you're doing it for others? And I feel like this Pentacle is coming in saying, yeah, like, let's figure this out together. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling. And your challenge is the Ace of Coins. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So everything is an earth sign to start with. So it's just kind of your challenge by the Ace of Coins. New job, new adventure, new financial venture, new relationship, new field of study. Like, something has to, like, I always Ace of Coins always makes me think of finances. Like, perhaps perhaps you're here in this 3 here, staying there because you don't have, you need the money. There is a financial instability, so you're staying in this. You're not finding your center. You're staying in this because you need the money, you need this, and you don't trust in yourself that you can take care of this on your own. There's a feeling of you. There's a fear here. I really feel like there's a fear of letting go and trusting yourself here. You're holding on to like a false security blanket. Where did I get that from? Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. I feel like there is a I feel like this. I know so many Capricorns, and I know how dedicated and devoted you guys are with your jobs and with your relationships and with everything. You put your all in things, and then you lose yourself in these things. Because you put so much time and effort into it, you're going to see it to the end. And why I love this card is finding your center, is because you need to step out of it because you're too in it. And now it's like you can't see anything. You just see black. You just see whatever. You're just like, I'm in it and I'm going to, like, you almost, you're almost like too stubborn for your good kind of thing. And then the Knight of Pentacles shows up, which is the most practical of all the earth signs, you know, because the Taurus and the Capricorn are a bit like stubborn and annoying. Like, I'm a Taurus too, so I understand. And the Knight of Pentacles shows up, can we just like take a step back here? Can we go and sit in the tree a little bit? And can you sit above, you know, the kind of thing, sit outside and observe this, Capricorn. Why is this, why are you taking this to the nth degree? Why do you need to go like full-blown, whatever it is that's going, like, why do you need to experience this even though it's uncomfortable to the nth degree? Like, what are you trying to get out of this? Like, you know, like, why can't you just reach out for help? Or maybe just be alone a little bit with yourself, but not hiding kind of from yourself either, but finding that center. And the Ace of Coins is like this, it's explaining this fear of not achieving and not being rewarded, this fear of not being seen, this fear of not being financially stable, not being stable at all, or not, like, it's this, there's instability in the foundation for you, and you're not comfortable. And so a lot of you will hold on to your job, and a lot of you will hold on to these relationships, and a lot of you hold on to whatever it is that you're feeling. And the Knight of Pentacles is like, you need to trust that things are going to work out for you, and money will come in and stability will show up, but you need to let go because you're holding on too tight. And that's where it's finding, when you find your center, you're not holding on, and you're letting go of everything. You're letting go of attachments. You're not holding on. You're not afraid of anything. You're not resisting. You're surrendering. And the next card is the Star card, Hope. The Star card says, yes, can you release everything? Because your hopes and dreams will come true that way. The Star says, I can start to shine in the sky for you, and you can start to see me, and you can start following my guidance. But right now you're a little bit unable to see the people around you that are willing to help you. You're unable because you are in fear mode and lack mode and scarcity mode. You're in, you're needing to, you're not trusting yourself. You're not you're mistrusting yourself. You're too caught up in yourself a little bit here. And the Star is like, oh, I'm here to help you. Right? I'm here to like move you into achievement, into a victory, into abundance, into all of it. Your dreams, the visions you've always had about yourself are here, but you need to release yourself, and you also need to reach out to people around you. You need to allow the support to come in and collaborate with others. Don't be thinking you can do this all on your own. Even though the Knight of Pentacles, he's sitting there all alone, but he's also centered in a way that he's the observer of everything, and he's like, okay, this is where I need help, this is where I need to be alone, this is where I need support, this is where I need encouragement, this is where I need motivation, this is where I need to like say goodbye to everybody, right? Kind of thing. But there's a feeling here of some of you might lose a job, they might lose a relationship, they might you might feel the challenge is here. It's here. So you might fail a course, or you might change, you know, something might happen and it's going to totally, but always because the Star is right next to it, I see this as a beautiful blessing happening, because something is working in your favor, and it needed you to feel a little uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, to get you to here. And something is coming in for you. Can you trust that? Okay. So, your next card is Awakening, Energetic Upgrades, a New Way of Being, Integration. Okay, so that's all the DNA activation coming in, and a lot of us are moving into a clear understanding of what's next. A lot of us are moving into a, and it's very, a lot of it, with awakening comes discomfort. With awakening comes dis-ease, unease. With awakening comes congestion, comes like fear, comes this instability. You're like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, because you're like changing, you're integrating, you're becoming more intuitive, and you're not trusting it, you're shutting that shit down, and you're like, oh my God. It's very, that's why you need people like us to like guide you along the way. The mirror, who or what is triggering you? There we go. When you awaken, the mirror is the scariest thing ever, because it's starting to show in your face. You start to see your partners and the things that are very uncomfortable. They're making you uncomfortable. They're triggering something inside you. Your bosses, your employees, your colleagues, your friends, everybody around you starts to trigger you. And that is a blessing, because that's clearing. That means that you have a blockage somewhere that needs to clear, and that's why you need to find your center. You need to be strong as this occurs, because you think that you're going crazy, you think that you're at the end of your wits, but the trigger that's happening is because you need to clear something. If someone is like makes you feel lesser than yourself, it's because you feel lesser than yourself. It's not that person that makes you feel like that. It's you. It's in you to feel that. They're just like showing it to you. And that's the trigger. And that's the healing. And that's the clearing that we all talk about. And this is you being Jesus Christ in the trees or wherever you want to be. And like holding it, holding your center as you move through these uncomfortable energies. But know that the star is here, and the star will guide you onto the right path. It will guide you into the right support system, into the right arms for hugging. Surrender defensiveness. Are we defensive? Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. I mean, defensiveness is a weakness. It's a density. It's an ego. Like, there's no reason. When you're defensive, why do you need to? You don't need to explain anything to anyone. You don't need to feel weak. You don't need to feel strong. You don't need to feel anything, right? You just need to be. And to trust. To me, there's a big trust issue. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust other people. And we don't trust other people. It's because you don't trust yourself, right? It's the mirror showing up. Wow, this is huge, Capricorn. There's a lot of strong energy here that's asking you to be released. You are holding on to something that is old. You're holding on to old versions of yourself that you don't like. And they keep showing up again and again and again, and you keep like maybe even holding yourself up, and it's like, no, you need to step back, hold yourself up, but like observe it and work on it, not just observe it, work on it too, and like release it, because this is causing you to be unstable, and this is causing you to create blockages within your body, and it's causing you the next steps on your path. It's causing you steps towards abundance, steps towards security. To me, I see the star card as being beautiful. The star is telling you, hey, Capricorn, all your hopes and dreams can come true if you just let yourself go. Stop attaching to anything. Stop being so defensive. Interesting. Okay. One last message for Capricorn is one enchanted evening, the perfect night. Oh, see, the perfect night is coming towards you. Who knows what that is? Maybe someone's going to come and knock at your door and you're going to, you know, like, be open to enchanted evenings every day. Don't hold yourself back. Don't be working all the time, Capricorn, because we know you like to do that all the time. Like, stop it. Let yourself go. Safe and happy travel. Protection from harm when journeying. There you go. Go on a road trip. Go traveling. Go enjoy yourself. But let yourself be free here. Capricorn, stop holding on to something. You're like, there's a lot of fear here, which I'm feeling. And it's like, what are you doing? Why are you holding yourself back on this miraculous journey that we're on? Like, it's... stop devoting your life to the physical world and start focusing more on the star seed that you are, the inner, and trusting that part of you. You'll go far. All right, Capricorn, I love you. I'll check. You can check your rising and your moon for other messages. And also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. I love you, love you, love you. You got this. There's a lot going on here, but we'll get through this. Week after week. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We got Key of Light. So this is a message from Archangel Michael. I couldn't say that right. He is the protector of, like, God, if you think about it in that story. So he is anyways, he's a strong archangel. For me, a lot of it is he has the sword of truth kind of thing. But here it's asking you, the key of light to me is huge. He's giving you the key to your freedom. He's giving the key to your power that somehow has gotten lost along this way. Somehow, some of you feel trapped in relationships, feel trapped in your jobs, feel trapped in your life. And it's like, hey, I'm giving you the key. You've always had it. It's been hiding somewhere within your energy field, but you seem to have lost it, so I'm going to come to bring it to you. Because it's time to unlock your next journey, your next path, your next. Are you ready for this? Because you have the light within you. You have the dark within you. You have both, and they need to be released. So what is holding you back, Aquarius? Where is your mind taking you? How is it making you feel? Why is it taking you down that road of doubt, of regret, of resentment, of rejection, of self-hate, self-loathing, all of these blockages are here because you don't truly live in your true power. That's a big one. So we have the Fool card, the beginning, initiation. There we go. I love this, actually. When I pull the cards, I'm like, why is the Fool coming at the beginning? Shouldn't it be at the end? They're like, no. So that makes sense. Archangel Michael has come in and said, hey, Aquarius, I know that you're in a bind. I know that you're in a little hole right now. And some of you are like, no, I'm in a great place. Great for you. But some of you are in a little bit of a stagnancy, or you're trying to get something off the ground. You're trying to work. You're trying to find a relationship. You're trying to bring in the passion in a relationship. There's something that is feeling very heavy and dense. And Archangel Michael said, yes, here's the key. Let us begin anew. Let us put aside everything that, all this procrastination, all this stillness, all this like heavy density. Let's put it away now, forever. And let's begin. Let's open this lotus flower and let us start. I freaking love it. You know, it's so easy, right? You're like, yeah, it's not that easy to be. Yeah, it's so easy. Okay, you knocked on 20,000 doors to get a job and you haven't got it. Maybe that 20,001 is the job. So don't give up. Let us begin fresh. Start with a new version of you, not the old version of you, the one that didn't trust herself or himself, the one that fell into self-doubt and fell into all these things. And it's okay that you did too. Don't hate yourself for it. Don't get upset at yourself for it. It is what it is. So now we're in this beginning energy and we're all feeling it. These energies are intense. Go look at my Let's Talk because I'm talking about that. But the Page of Hearts, innocence. I freaking love this. What a beautiful segue from this Fool card. The Page of Hearts is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And what is this telling you here? This is like, okay, let's start fresh, Aquarius. Let's go back to the beginning. When you were a starseed who fell into this body and you were completely fresh and new and naive and pure and open to whatever came your way, and you didn't regret any decisions you made, and you didn't work hard on yourself, and you didn't think that you were not enough, and you were, can we go back to this kind of energy? That youthfulness within you, that having fun with choices, having fun. I went and I tried to get this job and they said no because of this, and laughed about it instead of hard on yourself about it. Or I started this relationship, it just didn't work out, and laugh about it and said, oh my God, imagine if I would stay with this person. Look at life like children do. They don't get upset at themselves because they fell down, or that they burnt themselves, or that they drew outside of the lines. Okay, it is what it is. This is where you need to be, Aquarius. Because we find ourselves in this experience becoming so hard on ourselves that we can't see forward. We can't see left, right, or we can't see anything anymore because we're so in our delusion. And we're so trapped in our self-hatred. And I'm not good enough. And I can't do this. And then I got to do this again. And it's a hamster wheel that gets really ugly and old really fast. And now it's throw out the hamster wheel. Don't even buy a new hamster wheel. Let's start fresh. Buy a freaking water slide. Let's go. It's change it up. The King of Pentacles, which is a Taurus energy, is your challenge. So what is that? So this is interesting. The Taurus energy is financially stable energy, is someone who's very straight-laced, very determined, very loyal. They're very I hate to say it because I'm a Taurus, but very in the box kind of thing, fixed sign like you. So that's why Taurus and Aquarius don't really get along so much. It's because we're both fixed signs. You butt heads a lot kind of thing, and you see life so differently than a Taurus. And a Taurus is showing up saying, and to me this is a father in your life. It could be a partner, it could be a teacher, or a boss or a colleague, someone in your life with a divine it's either a divine feminine or divine masculine energy, but it's like a man because it's the king that's showing up. So you can interpret it however it is, but it's someone who has authority in your life, someone who maybe is a financial mentor, a banker, an investor, someone like that in your life. You're very challenged by it. Someone in your life who puts who's constantly, did you get the job? Where's the money? How is it like focus is on finances, focus is on material world, on the physical world, and you're like, I don't care. I'm an Aquarius. I'm not there. I'm in the air here. I'm not interested in all this. Some of you could be challenged. Maybe you're having a hard time finding a home. Maybe you're having a hard time balancing your books Maybe you're, you know, like you're feeling a little challenge in that area. Maybe some of you had had an investment and it didn't go really well. There's like or you could be just challenged with like Taurus is not so controlling, but they're set in their ways kind of thing. So maybe that's kind of feeling very restrictive to you. You're like, oh, you know, I need to be free. I need this kind of energy. And there's a structure in your life. You know, it doesn't have to be Taurus. It could be like just structure. There's like school systems, governments, the bank, you know, the financial systems, the whatever, the social systems. There's something in your life that you are challenged with and you feel trapped in. So it could be a job, and it could be your schooling, and it could be that too. These institutions, these archaic institutions that is just like, what? And some of you could be wanting to start a new job, a new project, a business, and you're having to do all these like filing your taxes and filing, and it's very challenging for you. You're like, oh, like this could be you know, your accounting and your bookkeeping, and you're just annoyed. I'm totally with you on that. It's so annoying. But there's this like part of you that's like, oh, I'm ready for you, and then you're like, you're hitting this wall. And it could be with money and financial. And some of you don't have the finances to, you know, like there's a lot going on in these cards. Oh my God. Wow. The universe, which is another earth energy, Capricorn. The world, expansion. Wow. Look at this. I gotta say, there's like a specific message coming through for someone who is thinking of opening a business or starting a creative, collaborative project, or starting a project alone, whatever it is, or doing something within your job as well. But it's new, it's fun, it's light, and you're coming up against the fact that you might not have money, and maybe the banks don't want to loan you money, and there's all this. But the world card is like, F that, Aquarius, because you are ready for expansion. You are ready to go global. Maybe you need to go to another country to do what you're doing. Maybe you need to move the city. Maybe you need to move and think of another niche. Think of another like location. Don't let anything stop you. When you feel it from your heart and your intuition, you never let that go. And Archangel Michael's giving you the key to it. So open the freaking job, open that business, open the door, whatever it is. Like open that, like the safety deposit box, take some money and go traveling. I feel like this travel. I feel like there's some kind of setback that's holding you back, a financial setback. Or someone in your life that is like reminding you like, well, you don't have enough money to do that, and you can't do this, keeping you in a box where Aquarius doesn't belong. So I see greatness here for you. Don't get hung up in the societal limitations. Even if your parents or your partners or your grandparents or whatever friends are like pushing you to do so, it's not your circus, you know, like let them deal with their own monkeys kind of thing. I don't know what it is. I always forget that like motto, but anyways, it's not my circus, not my monkeys or something. Anyways, this to me feels amazing. I love the energy coming up here. It's time for renewal, it's time to birth anew. It's time to get out there. Move to a new city if you have to. Move your country if you need to. This is travel. This is like expand your business. Don't ever think of like, you know, if it's doing really well, then think of something else. Like expand your mind. Let's get you back to when you were like 12 years old and 15 years old and young, and you know, when you had so many ideas and you weren't afraid to like express them and to show them and to do them. That's where we need to go back. Can you go back to that Aquarian that you were? I love it. Okay. The initiation. Oh my God. Isn't this initiation? Oh, look at that. Rite of passage. Crossing the threshold. I mean, these are the two cards are that. So, I don't know. I don't know if you're feeling it in your life right now, but it's here. Are you ready to cross? Are you ready to step away from the matrix? Step away from the structure, the rules and regulations, the laws, you know, all that. Are you ready to not check, I accept the terms and conditions? Are you ready to cross over that? Because the universe is ready for you, Aquarius. How exciting. Trust your path. Oh my God. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Trust your path. I mean, what an amazing reading this is. Are you ready to take the key from Archangel Michael and open that chest and see what you have waiting for you? Like, step away from this constraint of your partners, of your friends, your family members, the institutions around you telling you what you need to do and how to do. You are not here, Aquarius, to follow the rules. You are an Aquarian. You go above, you make the rules, right? Like you are the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. This is the age of Aquarius. We are moving into new. So we're ready for you to do the same. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Let's do this. Fear is the only reason you hold yourself back. It's not someone else it's because they said something to you that you never listen to anyone anyway, so why would you listen to them, right? Like, what is it that you're holding back? Like, why are you listening? What is holding you back? This is something interesting, and it could be fear. Fear of not having enough money, fear of not being enough, fear of, like losing yourself and da-da-da. It's all this unnecessary stuff. I feel like you are ready. Are you ready is the question, Aquarius. Because I'm ready for you. So one last message for Aquarius, please. I always feel like we're getting the same messages, eh? That's like, I don't know. If it keeps coming, and that means which is coming true. That means something, right? Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. I mean, what else do you need? That's all we really need to see, Sabrina. But I feel like I want to pick another one too. Awen, 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. That's nice too. Okay, let's get this story. Let's get this new story growing here. Let's get on it. Are you with me? I'm like so with you, Aquarius. You don't even know. Let's do this. It's time to unshackle yourself from whatever everyone else wants to keep you in this prison. It's enough. It's not yours to hold on to. It's theirs to hold on to. Let's start fresh. And call me up when you have an idea. All right, I love you. And I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for the messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me. Thank you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We have divine talents. Like we have an angel here playing the flute. Flute is front. Clarinet? I don't know. Doesn't matter. This is for those of you who believe that we have multiple past lives. I am getting, and I also read in the book, and I'm getting this feeling that we are, all of that is collapsing, right? Our old versions of ourselves are collapsing to integrate into this new version of self. But with the collapse of old versions and old timelines comes new abilities, new skills, new wisdom. It's not new, it's old wisdom, but that is like getting ready for the now moment, this new version of you. And these like skills and abilities are showing up in with a lot of people, by the way. So I can say that I am not a person who knows how to draw or paint, but I painted this and I painted that and I painted a whole bunch of things, and I'm doing collage now, and I'm like, wow, where is that coming from? And I've always been told, well, you always had it, it's always in you, right? And more of us is happening. So more of us, you might wake up one day and decide to write a book and you failed in English your whole life, right? So are you ready for this? And can you be open is the biggest question I can ask you. Because so many of us are so focused. I don't know who I did this to, someone else. Sagittarius maybe. So many of us are focused on, well, I learned this in school. This is what I know. This is what I spent 10 years to be now learning this. So that's all I know. Okay. So you tell that to your program in your body, and your program's like, okay, that's all you know. But then collapsing of timelines shows up and you're like, I think it's pushed, like I have this like desire to study marine biology or like go scuba diving with the fish, the sharks. Where is that coming from? Or I feel like I need to start, I want to make my own bookshelf. And I'm like, I don't even know how to put two woods together. And now I'm like, want to learn. You know what I'm saying? Can you take these impulses, these gifts coming up and say, okay, run with them, is what I'm trying to say here after all this. Run with this new found abilities that are coming up. Some of you might be getting more intuitive. Some of you might more sensitive to light, sensitive to dark, sensitive to noise. Can you embrace this? That's what I'm trying to like ask you. This is amazing. I feel like there's like changes happening within you, and yeah, of course you're Pisces, so that would make sense. The Five of Wands in reverse. Diversity in reverse. So the Five of Wands is all about competition, fighting, like struggling, but it's in reverse. So you're real. Some of you might have been struggling with these new found abilities coming up. Maybe some of you are like, I'm an artist, and all of a sudden I feel like doing math. You know, and you're like, what is going on? I want to do accounting. Embrace all this change because it's coming up for a reason. Because ultimately, we all came down. Like I came down as an architect. I don't know, you know, and some of you came down as engineers, and some of you come down as like physicists, and you're working as retail sales, you know, and you're like, but this is coming up more and more and more, and we need to embrace this. So have fun with it. This to me feels like you're stop fighting it. Stop fighting within your relationships. Stop fighting these gifts coming in. I'm telling you right now, these gifts are coming in at an accelerated rate, and a lot of us are saying, no, I'm afraid. Oh my God, I hear people, I see people, I don't want to know, I just smell, you know, like it's just release it, allow it to come in. Let's see what else coming. The Six of Angels, which is transition. Six of Swords is Aquarius. This is the transition time. This is a Leo, by the way. I see something very interesting happening here, and I want to look at the challenge so I have a better idea of what's going on. The Tower is a challenge. Okay, I love it. What I see happening for you Pisces right now. Some of you are moving away from an old version of you. Some of you are moving away from old version of you that was in a relationship, that was a best friend, that was an owner, that was a colleague, that was a mother, father, whatever it is. There's some of you that are like, have taken on roles in your life. That was an engineer, that was a mechanic, that was, you know, whatever it is. Some of you, this like your vocation, your studies, your roles in your life are coming up right now, and some of them are being you're being challenged by them. Some of them are you're like struggling with, because you're like, I don't feel like I need to be doing this anymore. But as a human, you will be like, oh no, I need to stick to it because I am a PhD, I'm in a master's, or I have no education, but I've done this for 25 years, or like your human is going to say, no, you need to stay in it. That's your fight or flight, that's survivor mode, right? And the Six of Swords is like, yo, you need to go. We need to shift, and we need to do it right now. And the Tower is like, yeah. And it's going to be very uncomfortable for you, Pisces. And I know that you dedicated 10, 20, 50 years, 5 years, 4 months, whatever it is that you feel like you put a lot of effort in. I know you put a lot of effort here, but it's not working because you're being transitioned somewhere else. You need to shift and move somewhere else. And you're a very emotional sign. You're Pisces, and you're very intuitive as well. You're very spiritually elevated, so it could be so challenging for you right now. You're like, what do you mean? I gotta move out of my relationship, I gotta move out of my job, I gotta move into a new project, I gotta like it's a big thing right now. And that's the divine talent showing up. And are you ready to answer your calling? You know, so much of us get on this journey and say, oh, what's my calling? What's my purpose? And now, Pisces, you're getting it and you're struggling with it. You're freaking struggling. You're like, oh my God, no. That's not my calling. Because you already have it made up in your mind what your calling is. I'm going to be a leader and I'm going to be this, whatever, it doesn't matter. And it's not. It has nothing to do with what you have in your mind. Because none of us know what we're going to do. None of us know our talents, our true talents. And they're coming up for you. And it's time for you to make this shift. It's time for you to open yourself up to what's coming up in the field. And say, oh, this is, the energy is propelling me to, do this. Become, I don't know. I always struggle with jobs, like become whatever, a pilot. Become pilots. I know it takes a lot of time. I don't know. Open up an online store. Or whatever it is, or join the creative music festival. And the Tower, the Tower is here to tell you, yeah, it's going to be like a challenge for you, because you have to collapse your old way of thinking, and you have to collapse your old train of thought. You have to collapse, which is the same thing. You have to collapse your mental, emotional, spiritual, all of it. Belief systems. We need you moving out of that old version of you, because it's not working. It's not going to work with the divine talent coming in. It's not going to work. Some of you could be musicians, some of you could be poets, writers, dancers, and all of a sudden it completely switches and you're being called to do something else, and you're like, what the F? I've just dedicated my whole life to being a musician, and now I'm feeling called to I don't know, right? Open a restaurant or a cafe. And it's like, I don't get it. But it's not for you to get. It's for you to trust. Wow. Pisces. I think you got the best reading so far. I've done 11 other signs. You have the Sun after the Tower. The breakdown happened, the collapse happens, and then the sun comes out to shine because you did the work. This is phenomenal for you, Pisces, because you are in a process right now that it's been so challenging up to now. And now your new version of yourself is coming in. New talents, new skills, new abilities, new gifts are coming in full force, asking you to leave behind that which you know. Leave behind everything you think you thought you knew. Leave behind your studies, your expertise, your everything, to move into this very challenging moment. This this like uncomfortable chaos and disruption in your life. It's going to create so much change. And when you move through that, the sun is giving you vitality. The sun is rewarding you. The sun is bringing in abundance, luck, love, courage, everything. So if you're watching this and this kind of creeps the shit out of you, and I want you to see the sun card. To me, that's the moment here, because yes, you're going to go through like everyone else. Everyone needs to go through this, but Pisces is showing up for you. So some of you might be already feeling it, and don't give up in the discomfort. When that chaos starts to happen in your life, when that this like unease, don't give up. Keep going towards the sun. The sun is going to welcome you in his arms and say, you made it. Now let's do the next one. I'm kidding. Okay. So, am I kidding though? You trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Exactamente. Trust that nudging. Trust the, like when the right messages come in, I get goosebumps, or I get like hits, like I just know it. The human reaction is to not trust it. I say, oh no. And I've done that for a lot of my life. But now I'm like, it comes in and I trust it. And that's how I'm able to give you these readings, because I just trust the information coming out. Whatever's coming out of Sabrina right now is really not Sabrina. It's just coming from something else. That's why it's so free-flowing. Right? And sometimes it's not, because the human comes in. But I love this. Transformation! We have things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. I mean, this is happening. I'm telling you right now, Pisces, this is freaking exciting. This is happening, and you are going to be faced with some very uncomfortable feelings with the Five of Wands in reverse. But through any change, you must die to get reborn, right? That's the whole idea. Goodbye to the old, move into the new. Okay, I'm not done yet. All right. Surrender negative thinking. Yes. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. I don't agree with the positive affirmations, but you could do whatever you want. To me, this is like when a negative or something that's wanting to hold you back shows up, I always laugh at it, or I talk to it, and I say it. So you could say, thank you for sharing. I think that's fun. Thank you for sharing, but I ain't going to use it, right? Bye. Wow. You're moving into something transformational, to say the least. Where you're dying. Your old version, it wants to die so badly right now, and you got to get ready for it. Oh my God, this is awesome. Okay, one last message for Pisces, please. Oh. We have little luxuries. Generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. Okay, there we go. You end up in the sun, and you'll get some luxurious, whatever that means. Like you'll revel in your abundance and luck, and your destiny will change. I mean, to me, it's just healing. Love it. The true healing of the mind, body, and soul. There we go. This is a beautiful reading. I hope that this resonates, and I hope that you take the advice to heart, because to me, it feels like there will be a moment of extreme breakdown and discomfort when it's like you're in the changeover. So stay strong, stick to it, because the sun is coming to reward you at the end of that. All right, my beautifuls, this is awesome. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks to me. And I love you. Let's do this. All right, bye.